I thought I was gonna be the one that's out of it today, which to be fair, I am. But
In my defense, I woke up at 3:02.
Well, that's going to be
the
the
best
start of
part
the episode. Thanks, guys.
Sorry!
They said they were ready, so I'm like, okay, let's start recording. They're like, I'm going to think I'm going to be out of it today. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sorcery and Secrets with What Team Comp. I'm still your host, the Uncommon Guru. Everyone's obviously, yeah.
I'm just gonna hide in the corner.
You're fine. Butter's was only started.
Hey everyone.
We're all alive. We're all here, and we're all having a good time. Hopefully your days are going good too. Alright, so you guys already said you're ready to get in, so let's get started. When last we left our group of adventurers, after reaching out and hearing about the warlocks, Nostra got herself beginning to speak with a individual that is beginning to give her a small taste of the power that she could potentially obtain in the future. Meanwhile, everyone else had been called to speak with the first hiring person, a older looking gentleman named Ovid, who, after speaking with them, let them know that there was a Cambion who has been causing conflict within Ironside Cliffs to the north. He doesn't know too much about it, and all he wants is just information. If you want to do more above and beyond that, that is up to you, of course. When attempting to follow to find out more about this entity, Tenebrous lost him in the crowd and was forced to return to the group just to continue doing as he's been doing before. That being said, you guys have been given time to begin a lot of the upgrades and work on it. Shuffle has been exasperatedly trying to create something that's going to still take quite a bit of time to finish, but he's working his best, and so we'll see where we go from there. So, what would you guys like to do?
Shuffle paid the guy to do an all-nighter. So I'm taking a point of exhaustion, trying to finish up the parts for, which is trying to refine the barrel, trying to do any loose ends, and get that stock engraved, of course.
That's something you can just kind of mark on it. It's, again, it is nowhere near completion, just so you're aware. If you're trying to use this thing would have a misfire of 5, just so you're aware.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I need to still put it together.
Oh, excuse me.
Nostra still isn't with the group, right? Do you want me to wait?
By the end of the day, you'd be able to return and see things out. And especially since right now they've been working through the night to try and get this done, you'd have long since been able to return.
We're in the inn right now.
Yes.
Okay, so Nostra's back.
So we're saying... Oh shit, sorry.
So Nostra's back in
out
the inn
me,
now.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was a little snippy there. Might be.
You're fine.
And she's gonna look for Alex.
I mean,
I don't know. You're like our mom or whatever, so that fits.
Do we have like a map of the city?
Of the city of Ironside or the city of God's Finger?
God's Finger.
You have a somewhat of one that was left behind by someone who signed the bottom of it named Thorn. That's the only one that you currently have at the moment. And that is currently in the inn.
Rip.
Tenebrous is gonna find a rather more detailed map of the city.
Okay. Looking around at various shops, most of the shops have lesser detail, but they'll show more of the city.
I mean, he doesn't mind how many he buys. Maybe just like...
Most of them show the exact same sort of stuff. So like if you like go to one place and get an area that shows a map, it looks like most of them are produced en masse by the same type of people. Thorns is different in that it has a lot more of the lower section actually mapped out, except for the slums areas, as well as some parts of the middle section where it actually shows certain areas, like a couple of shops, one which is got a little marking next to it indicating that it might be some kind of like magic shop or something like that. But it is, of course, in the middle section.
Okay, so in that case, he's gonna look for, if he can find it, a more detailed map of specifically the middle section and then specifically the upper section.
In the lower section, you're not going to find it.
Okay.
You're probably going to spend maybe an hour trying to go through all the different places to find it. They're all going to give you just a kind of a generic, this is the sort of layout of the city. You're going to find mostly this kind of stuff. Nothing with actual specifics that you're wanting, essentially. You'd actually have to go to the middle section to get something of higher quality, and the upper section has the highest quality. You're in the lowest district. They're not allowed to map out all the different stuff. Otherwise, invading forces could come into the lower section, get a map of the upper section, and bada bing, bada boom, just run on through.
Alright.
There's a method to their madness.
In which case, I suppose he'll he's gonna look for a way to a few ways. He's going to try and look for a few ways to get to the middle section.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. And are you like asking around, like trying to find ways, or are you actually trying to find ways in? Just to make sure the distinction is clear.
I suppose at first he's going to like ask some people, like maybe around the Thieves Guild or something, if there are any particular like areas of interest around sort of like around, I guess, the wall or something from the lower to the middle district. And then after that he'll kind of look around himself.
Okay. Asking around the Thieves Guild, you actually get they're a rowdy type of bunch, and they're more organized than some that you've seen before, but some of them, when you actually start asking about it, laugh in your face because of the fact that if you even want to try and use Thieves Guild entrances to it, you still need that permit in order to get into there. Even the Thieves Guild will not allow you into the middle district through their paths. Otherwise, anyone from outside could just be a thief, go in, sneak into the upper districts and whatnot, and run around.
Thought that was the point of thieves, but
yes, but you're also an outsider. You can't just think that because you're a thief that you can just walk into any Thieves Guild and be accepted. You are a newcomer, you are an outsider, and they're going to make sure that you go through the same hoops they had to go through.
Okay.
They're a guild, after all. They're not just vagabonds, they are a guild.
And
this one is
okay.
and also as you're speaking to them, you can tell just based off the way that they're moving around, while they do probably occasionally steal things, just from various places and stuff, the organization of them stands out. Like, you've had to speak with a few people back in your hometown, and they're organized in a different manner, more above ground, more in the people's eye, but they definitely let a lot more things slip by and get away with. This place seems to be trying to keep things more on lock, more locked down.
Okay. Right. I suppose in that case, he'll look for ways to get a permit.
Okay. If you're asking that question, where are you asking that?
My first guess is the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
or like some kind of official like information broker or something.
The Thieves Guild does mention that there are ways with which to get a permit. Usually, it's essentially getting favor or grace is what it's referred to as. If you get missions, you can get favor from various people. If you're trying to do like religious things, or things that'll get you noticed by people who are more influential in that regard, you'd be getting grace. So depending on what avenue you're going for, those are the fastest ways to get it. Obviously, if you just go in, get a petition signed, you can get into the higher districts, but it takes more time, obviously.
Right, and literally no one's going to sign a sign a petition for Tenebris. So, okay.
Now, without getting to speak to you first to verify all the information that you've brought in for your permits and such to show that you are who you say you are. And even then, it's still a very long processing after they verify that information to double check and triple check it to verify it's not like a forgery. Which the Thieves Guild does mention, because they don't forge any of these permits.
Huh. Okay. Suppose he'll just head back to the tavern then.
Alright.
Okay, to answer your question, Nostra would be right back immediately. God damn it!
Oh no, she keeps getting dragged away from us. No.
I was gonna tell her that I was at the end until Ali? What? Fuck is. I want to say it's aloe vera, but that's not how you say it. You said it another way.
Just aloe.
Aloe. Until Aloe came to pick me up, because apparently I have a fucking meetup with Jedius. And I don't know where his fucking BB&B is. Welcome back. I am in the end of Nostra.
Oh wow, cool. Are you in the lobby?
Most likely, yeah.
She's gonna go up to you and ask you what she missed.
We haven't missed
knowing right now.
We have somewhere to go to do something, and if we can, scare more weirdos out of another place. But we're not gonna go immediately, because Shuffle apparently has something you gotta do.
So, what you're saying is we're just stuck here for now?
I mean, not stuck per se. If you want, you can try and find a Shuffle to see if you could offer some assistance with your fire hands. She like wiggles her fingers when she says that.
Alright, yeah, she's gonna go. What time is it? I should.
Due to the fact that everyone's trying to get this done, currently I'm going to say it's night.
Okay. She's like, alright. That sounds like just about the only thing I can do right now.
You sit back and explore the town if you want to have just some fun.
Well, it's more fun with friends. Shuffle is, actually?
I mean, I peeked my head in, so I think, if I remember correctly, I do know where he is. I think he went to Blacksmith. Or rather, I know he's at the Blacksmith, but I don't know if he stayed there.
Rude, do I know where the Blacksmith is?
Harris, you delivered something to him, by the way. You'd know.
That's right.
You remember he gave you 490 gold to stuff to buy, and you did for him?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's attached to the inn. So
Okay, she's gonna go in there.
Yeah, she would be able to direct you to it.
She just like points over, like, right there.
I just wasn't sure if it was like in the inn or I forgot.
It's
okay, yeah, she's gonna go. Okay, good. So she's gonna go over there.
I just realized I opened the wrong notes. Ah!
Go over there, poke her head, and see if she sees him. Offer to help.
You just see him at like at a table. The blacksmith's working on like the pieces. Shuffle's working on the bullets now. And you just hear him making the perpetual while working on the eyes more wide open than normal. An entire what's like an entire like huge cup of coffee ready.
All right, she's gonna see this and step back outside, and then wait for like a minute. Door down to the floor, and then to the door again a few times, and then she's gonna sigh really loud and go in. And hey, do you need help with these?
He would just look up.
You just look up.
Thank you for your offer. Huh.
You could add
You
that
cut
for a
out
second.
Butters.
All right. He just looks in for his voice, goes no, but he writes. He's like working on the bullet with his left hand. On the right, he's writing on the whiteboard quickly, and just thank you for asking, but I don't think you know how to make bullets.
Well, you'd be right. I just thought it would be polite to ask. Anyway, good luck. See you later. Remember to eat. Make good life decisions. And then she backs out and she leaves.
He screams something as you leave.
Something. Okay, she's just gonna fucking mull around, I guess.
Alright. So for the sake of brevity, we can presume that the day passes, Shuffle has his point of exhaustion, and it's a new day. The parts look like they should be okay, Shuffle. Obviously it's going to be a lot of putting it together and fine-tuning it, and it's going to take you some time to actually make sure that it works properly.
Do you want to say it's somewhat together, since you said it has a misfire of 5?
Mm-hmm. Like, if you're putting it together, it has a misfire of 5 at the moment. So
He's putting it
yeah.
together, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it's together, but he's probably going to, like, keep fine-tuning it. You know what I mean? Like,
Obviously. It is going to take quite some time to get it perfectly fine-tuned.
yeah.
I
We'll say the more he works on it, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go.
I was saying that right now the range on it is questionable. So you have no idea how far it can shoot currently. And, of course, unless you wanted to waste bullets to attempt it, that's up to you.
How many bullets can 490 gold pieces?
Since these are custom bullets, I'm going to say it's... these are custom high caliber types of bullets. I'm going to say it's 50 gold a pop. So 8.
Fuck.
I would have added
400.
another 10 in to even it.
Okay, so 10.
God damn, that's different from Mercer. Jesus Christ. It'll be a
You are
heart
trying
attack.
to make sure that you can actually make this work. You will refine it down and know exactly how much to use eventually, but this is the first time you're trying to make something that is custom. It's going to be more expensive starting. Eventually, you'll get better at it and it will cost less. That's the only reason why right now it's 50 a pop. Because right now, you're just like, how do I make this so that it doesn't, just blow my hand off? Can I do that without blowing my hand off? Can I do this without losing a portion of my beak? Again, there's a lot of thought being put into it. You're just trying to make sure that you're doing this as quickly but as efficiently as possible. So you've got them, you've made them. Paris apparently almost lost all of her money gambling.
No!
You didn't, obviously. You were just editing your sheet, that's all. Oh my gosh.
I don't gamble in this one.
I know, I'm aware. But for everything else, it's a new day. Shuffle's mostly put together.
Because
What do you guys want to do? You guys can go on your mission if you're still
I
wanting
just
to wait.
stood up. I
No.
feel so hurt.
No? Did you want to backtrack and go to that?
I don't know what he wanted.
What was it that Jedius had wanted? Because he said, I'm pretty sure it was just a talk,
He
wasn't it?
backed out. I remember it was something because she also wanted a flight permit.
He doesn't have one. He's still working on trying to get a
No, I
petition
know
signed
that,
for it. Yeah.
Butters backed out. Butters, no.
Bitters come back.
Blame it all on.
There he goes. Good
There
night,
you
sweet
go.
prince.
No. There he is. Ah, Butters.
Bitters back.
I'm gonna see if he's talking. Okay, no, he's not talking. And then he's it. Butters! Oh, what the hell? Butters! Don, talk.
I'm talking.
Okay, good.
It's not you.
And I think it's just Tim.
Huh?
There you. We were
There we
trying to make
go.
sure you were here.
Yeah, no, I wasn't here.
There you are. Now you're here.
Discord crashed.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I miss anything?
We were
Oh.
asking if Jedius had wanted to do anything other than discuss the attempts to create a petition for a flying permit with Alex.
How long do you talk to him?
I don't know.
That's up to
If I
you.
roll a fucking d6. She would have talked to him for a while if he's engaging.
Oh, there's one thing Jedius is.
He's definitely. This is definitely true.
I have a set amount of time in mind. Okay, how long do you talk to him for?
You know, I'm just gonna roll a d10. Because
Oh,
I would
no.
say anywhere, honestly, it'd probably be over 6 hours. She's
Oh, he
fucking
would have
talkative.
offered some fuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, he would have. 6 hours? Jesus.
She
He'd
would have kept
love-
redirecting him.
He would have loved to talk, and he had a great time doing it, but man, he would have offered some fuck. He wouldn't do it more than once or twice, but hot damn.
You get laid.
Yes, but you're still having a good time, and apparently, you're a little bit sore, a little bit tired. You almost are at the point where you should be getting an exhaustion point, but Judge's probably sent you home probably close to where you could get a little bit
Some
of
sleep.
but yeah, you're probably waking up later than everyone else.
Well,
That's fine.
to be fair, it was probably less of need to get sleep, because Jedius doesn't sleep. It was probably more of, oh, someone's here and does want to get fucked. So it's like, excuse me, someone's need to get taken care of.
Excuse me a second, I need to just slides over.
He will say, he will also mention if you want, Neve can follow you guys as invisible, just in case you ever need help with anything.
I mean,
Neve just kind of glares at him, just like, I'm not their pet.
You're not their pet, but you're my familiar.
That doesn't mean that I'm going to just be going all over here, there, and everywhere. I can go where I want.
If I'm not watching you constantly, you can have alcohol more.
Don't.
I mean, now that I know that she has an addiction, I wouldn't give it to her.
Well, I'm going to be invisible. You can't stop me. Mm-hmm.
I'm the one
Goes
who makes
invisible.
the call.
Yeah, she goes invisible.
Does she realize that I'm the one who makes the alcohol and therefore can just not
She'll
make
find
it?
some. She'll find some, don't you worry.
Oh, dear. So do I have a fairy following me now?
You don't know?
I'll head back to the inn once I fucking start feeling tired. Which is now, ironically, then.
Yep. So we'll just fast forward back to where we were. Everyone's waking up.
Sorry.
What are
You guys
wanna do?
come downstairs. Shuffle looks fucking wrecked with a giant thing strapped across his back.
Alex, heal him. Alex. Oh, Paris went BRB. Okay.
The perfect timing. Alex just staring at him, just like tired.
Amnostra is. I guess we're all sitting in like the main area. We're on the table, around the tables. I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. You look good this morning.
His head slowly turns to you and just shakes his head no.
Okay. We're not pretending. I see how it is. I'm not. I don't want to boss you around, but maybe you should take a nap.
He just writes down on the whiteboard slowly with his hand shaking, I am fine.
I mean, I can hardly read what you just wrote because your hand is shaking so bad, but I'm not your boss, so I'll just do what you like. Is there food in here? Is this like a kind of a tavern deal, Guru?
It's not super busy, so they can have some food brought out. Actually, let me. I believe I have the names of a few other people from. Not there, not here.
Per usual, Imnostra will look around the area, but like as soon as she would get there, she would have looked around the area to see if there's anybody like interesting around. Anybody who stands out in particular.
Wait, I came back to in the Twitch chat. If Nostra, heal him. Nope. Or Alex, heal him. No. What? Wait, what happened?
As you said, BRB. They came downstairs, saw Shuffle just looking beat to hell, and Nostra turned to say, "Hey, Alex, heal him," and you weren't there because you hadn't come downstairs yet.
Okay. Good to know.
With the giant thing strapped, so he's just. How big is it?
It's with your height, it's probably up like a little above your rib cage.
You would have had to
Say
design
midway
it
up.
so that it isn't bigger than you, otherwise the recoil would knock your ass to the ground.
Guru, can I roll perception to see if there's anybody interesting in the bar
At the
area
moment,
tavern?
I want to say no.
It's just like okay.
Again, it's very scarce. They don't have a lot of people who actually use it for inn needs. It's this is only a tavern.
It's a
The only-
guild.
so you guys use it for the inn because you guys have partial ownership of it, and Jack's been generous in allowing you guys to utilize the rooms because everyone else who used to co-own it has left. But it is essentially more of a guild at this point, and the tavern area is where you can eat, talk, look at the guild board for quests, or just talk to Jack, who has the better deals if you're part of the guild fully, such as Shuffle and Alex.
All right, so Imnostra's gonna turn and see if there's anybody around who deals with food, who might be able to get them something to eat.
There is someone. You've seen her a few times. She is a human, very soft, very happy-looking woman who introduces herself as Laura, and she was actually hired on as both to make food as well as to help with the fighting pit because she is a cleric. She helps make sure people don't accidentally hurt themselves, essentially.
Oh, I know her.
She turns to Laura and is like, and points at Shuffle and is like, "Can we get this man some bird seed or whatever he eats? Some breakfast, please."
We do have some bread we can bring out.
Oh fuck yeah! Can we have breakfast,
Shuffle
bread,
just
whatever you
whispers
have to eat.
racism. Shuffle just whispers the word racism.
To be fair, the bread's very fresh, and I haven't been making anything else yet. No one else has been asking for anything. If there's something that you
I think you meant the
prefer,
bird seed.
Mr. Shuffle.
He just does the go hand. He's like,
Okay. I hope he's feeling better.
Tell me when I come down, Don.
He
Come down.
smells like fried chicken.
Wait, what, Don?
He wants fried chicken.
No, he
smells like it.
like fried chicken.
I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute. Smells like, yeah, he smells cooked.
Am I allowed to come down?
Imnostra's gonna yell at you over at you as soon as you come down.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, we have a problem.
What? What did you do now?
What? Oh, excuse me? How dare you accuse me?
You like to blow things up and burn people.
I've never done anything wrong in my life since
I
I've
don't
met you.
believe this, but I love you.
Well, at least we have that. At least I have that going for me. Shuffle smells like fried chicken. Can you heal him and fix him or something? How that really works.
Yeah, he's
Never
starting to
mind.
pass
He's
out.
just. Oh. Nostra has a little spell she could use to maybe clean him up a little bit. Hang on here. Does prestidigitation help that?
It'll help a little bit with like there's a bit of a soot and miscellaneous other flecks that, as you kind of look at, you're like, if he's been working with it, it might be dangerous for him to keep on his person. Maybe
I
just.
shall do that then.
Dude, he's like has a light coat of black powder on him.
I'm aware. That's what I was referring to.
That's gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, you have to find somewhere to put it, obviously, but you can use prestidigitation to pull it off of him.
Is there a bucket?
She
There's a
will
spittoon.
do that. Put it somewhere. I don't know. Do we even know where to put it? Anywhere in the
There's
vicinity?
a pocket.
There's a spittoon. There's
Okay,
a bucket.
put it in the
if you want to put it.
spittoon or the no, the pocket actually, because that's on him, right?
I mean, it's again, it's got a lot of grime and grease to it as well.
If
That's
you would-
completely up to
You would know he had. You've seen him work on guns and stuff before. He has a certain like. He has a box that he would put like black powder in his suitcase, probably.
For the time being, can she get? She can't get to that, right? Right? She can't.
No, not unless
I'll
you
get
want to, like.
Thing if I know that he puts it away.
Is it enough powder to put in a glass?
Like a vial? Again, it's got
No, like
she
a
means
drinking
like a-
glass.
drinking.
Yeah.
glass.
Like an ale mug.
Put it in there until he wakes up.
It'll fill it up a little bit. It's not going to be like fully, but
Yeah.
you'd
put
be
it in
able
there.
to.
She takes it off of his body and puts it in it, like it floats through the air, that like the individual specks gradually going into the glass, and then when it stops, she grabs the glass and she like lifts it in a toasting motion.
I'm not going to suffer. I'm going to watch and see what happens.
And she's just gonna put it down. Next
You
to
see
him.
Alex like let out this like quiet sigh of relief.
And
Yeah,
once
because
you break
Nostra
this-
does have fire. That is her entire thing, huh? That could go very poorly.
That's why she said I've watched you blow things up and set people on fire. It's like no. She wasn't gonna say anything, but she was tense as hell.
Anyways, where's Grumpy Face? Where's Big Grumpy? Where is he?
He vanished to follow after our quest giver, and I didn't see him for the rest of the night.
Okay. Well, who's our quest giver? Maybe we should check up on him.
He vanished.
If he's dead, could you imagine?
I don't think he's dead. Trust me, there's just the air around him that tells me he can handle himself probably better than we can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Amnestra's gonna just eat breakfast and she's gonna tap Shuffle once breakfast comes a little bit. Just
Nostra,
put in him. Oh, yes.
do something for me. I have
Yes.
character.
Oop.
We'll make an
Yes.
insight check. I don't know how other way to fucking phrase it. And I know it's slightly metagame, and I'm sorry, Don, but the only way that I can phrase it is that. Right now.
If it's for yourself, you can just describe how you look.
I don't know if she
do
noticed. It's the thing.
Fair enough.
You want me to do an insight check?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let me get my. It's the first roll of the night, baby. Ooh. I'm hungry and I'm not as grumpy anymore. This will go good. That is a insight? We're doing insight, right? That's a 14.
She looks uncomfortable when she talks about the quest giver. Like, slightly uncomfortable. Like, it's kind of like the I don't like talking about him uncomfortable.
You look like you just, like, swallowed some sour milk as soon as you started to talk about that guy. What's wrong? Do I have to get in there and mix it up a little bit, or?
That's very sweet that you want to attack him for me, but no, it's just those things I didn't expect him to know.
I can barbecue him.
No barbecue, probably because you'll get thrown out of the city, because, if I remember
Yes.
correctly, he said that he was the higher-ups advisor.
Oh, we can get Tenebris to do it. Tenebris is good at
It's-
killing quietly.
It's fine, darling, I promise. Let's just get some food and see if Shuffle's done with what he did and get on with this quest after we find a grumpy little monk.
You guys do see, like, there is something engraved into the, just like with Groovy, something engraved into Groovy. There is something engraved into the,
What the hell is it?
She will peek.
and it's on the stalks on the wood, and it's like got that like kind of like it was like fire was used to like make it pop more.
Right.
And just in all caps, it just says "big magic stick."
I'm done.
Pretty good. I enjoy it.
I love it.
Honestly, yeah.
I shouldn't have expected it.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Big magic stick.
Does he look like he's injured, by the way?
No, he doesn't look like he's injured.
Just tired.
Just wiped.
It's healing. He needs Red Bull.
The blackbird looks white. Oh God.
Wiped.
Oh, white. They say he looks white.
I said wiped. At
You
no
lost
point did I
all
say
color of
white.
your feathers.
And Tenebris,
Is
you've
he-
come down at whatever point you wish to, by the way.
Yeah. No, this is the tavern, right?
You are in the tavern still, yes.
Yeah. So he'll probably be down eating breakfast or something.
Which Laura brings
I'm
out.
not sure. Wait. Oop.
Yep, Laura
Sorry.
brings it out, and she has a full loaf that's just wrapped up, and she kind of offers it to you after a moment. Just, this is some bread for him when he wakes up. I peeked out just to check while the bread was rising, and I saw him asleep. And when he's awake,
Hi, Laura.
hi.
Fantastic. Nostra takes the bread and she like puts it out on the table, and she like tries to poke Shuffle's beak nose with it a little bit, see if it'll wake him up, but like very delicately. She's like,
He
Shuffle.
just takes a chunk out of it, and he just continues laying down.
Just
Shuffle.
opens his mouth, bites down, and just fucking.
It's time to get this bread.
Get this bread.
Oh God! Did he just learn a phrase in his half asleep stupor?
Yes. He's very intelligent. He's very talented.
Whether he'll remember it or not remains to be seen.
Let's roll a wisdom save for that later on.
No. That being said, you guys are able to eat breakfast. Shuffle's going to be a little bit shaky, so you can either throw him into a cart, carry him, or something else. Up to you guys.
I'll have Minnie carry him.
Okay, so you put him into Minnie's saddle for her to kind of just cart him out.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you guys go?
Actually, do we have a cart?
I mean, there is a cart that is still in the menagerie for you guys to utilize.
I will
if you
get a
so
fucking
wish.
horse-drawn cart then.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, right.
Put him in the cart, because that means that I can actually fly around on Minnie, so she has the same speed as a horse. I think.
Give or take. Walking out of the city is going to just be the case of Minnie just kind of bouncing along behind because
Naturally, because you can't fly.
10 feet of movement speed.
It's alright.
She's doing her best.
Wait, I wonder if I can just put her in the cart.
Yeah, can she fit?
If you're wanting to have
if they
other
need to fit
supplies
Minnie.
in there and
No.
shuffle, probably not.
Damn! Alright.
She would
But-
fill the
but-
entirety of the cart, essentially.
Here's the secret. I have the tea. You put Minnie in the cart, and then you put Shuffle on top of her, and they stack.
I think he's also saying, like, if we put, like, any of our equipment or the
Oh.
gun or, like,
Okay.
anything.
You would be able to put her into the cart. It would just be... It would look ridiculous, but that's up to
Well,
you
I mean,
guys.
yeah,
Doesn't
but it
matter.
also...
Speed things up, of course.
I'll put her in the cart if we can fit Shuffle and the stuff in there that way. I'm sure she's enjoying it. She probably just, like, we're all, like, sitting in the cart, like, wee. She's never been carried before.
She's just like laying down, staring at the sky, just like, it's like I'm flying, but I'm upside down. Like she holds her arms out, just leaning from side to side. She's not actually tilting the cart or anything. It's just still going, but she's just having a good time.
I'll just pet her hand while I walk beside the cart.
Tenebris.
Yes.
Where did you go yesterday? Did you have a good time?
It was.
Did you kill anyone?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
That gets
Not
a
for
raised
while.
eyebrow.
The day is still very young.
You never
Walking out of the
know.
city, I take it.
Hmm
Okay.
We may have to kill someone.
Alex is
And-
just shaking her head beside these two.
It's just the way I like it.
Kill someone. Miss
Oh.
Shuffle just someone paying attention. Sleeping, just being drug around is hard to sleep.
Yeah, it's gonna get the little bit of the carts.
Can lesser restoration make someone sleep?
No,
I
Lotus
have
Restoration
sleep
would
if
not be
it's
able to do
done.
that.
Well, I mean, since you like say it help, you still have the rule of like it helps with the point of exhaustion. I was wondering if there's some way I can incorporate it that it helps his exhaustion by putting him to sleep.
I'm gonna say no to that one.
Damn.
Yeah, and as I've said, I've been thinking about it more. I'm thinking I'm going to start making that greater restoration, because otherwise lesser restoration would just be slapping someone on the back and going, haha, you can just continue. Which, as much good as that is, it's more for like conditions like poisoning and such like that. Whereas greater restoration involves things like paralysis and things like that, much higher stakes, essentially.
This is why it's hard, simply because like
Mhm.
exhaustion is between the middle. Like it's not
Valid.
Yeah.
awfully severe, like paralysis or
hmm
petrification, but it's also still a bit worse than poison. Well, actually, poison is
Poisoning can be
worse
bad.
to a degree.
Again, we'll see how it goes. As you're leaving,
I still say
your-
potential medicine check.
as you're leaving the city, you've got a giant bat. It's not exactly hard to see you go. You just hear from the city wall, just, hey, hey, hi, you guys leaving the city?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Make sure you guys travel safe, and if you see any of the other guys, can you tell them I say hi? I miss them.
Who is this?
You've seen him on the wall before. You don't remember his name, apparently, so...
What is your name again, so I can tell them who says hi?
Oh, it's Timothy!
Oh Lord.
I was the first person to meet him when they came into the city. I was on guard down there, and they were really nice to me, and I just if you see him, say hi. Also, hi, I'm Timothy. It's nice to meet you guys again. I
What
don't
is this
remember your
man?
name.
Sounds sweet. Wait, am I outside the wall?
No, you're approaching the wall, so you're looking up at him right now. He appears to be young humanoid. You can't tell exactly what race he is because he's up on the wall.
If I was outside, I was gonna say I'd just get on Mini and fly so I can hear him without him shouting.
They would still be like, please no flying near the walls.
I mean, they'll give me a warning first, since they know me. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it, so you're gonna fly up.
Fly up just to talk to him real quick. As soon as I'm up there, I know I'm breaking the rules. I'm sorry. I just can't hear him well. It'll be quick. I promise. Wait,
I
so-
mean,
Who am I looking for?
okay. So, there's Varric, who the tiefling dude. He's blue. He's a bard.
The previous group is who you meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few other people as well. There's another tiefling with red scales all over him. His Thorn. That was his name. Great cartographer, apparently. I mean, that's what he told me. So, I mean, I guess he's great. But yeah, he kind of cool guy. If you see him, yeah. There's also a half orc named Arog. You can't miss him. He either has a big ass shovel or a big ass scythe.
I think Paris definitely doesn't want to miss him.
Yeah.
You're down
Why
there.
you gonna call me out like this?
No, this is out of character. This
I'm
is
aware.
me.
I'm aware.
How you gonna call me out like that?
He had a few other weapons, like I think he had a short sword or scimitar at one point. He's a really strong looking guy. Apparently he was like a gladiator or something like that, and he wears a bear skin hoodie thing, cloak, and he looks really badass. And someone kind of reached over, kind of smacks back, he's like, "Ow, move them along."
I sent a boy crush.
No. It's I have a respect for adventurers and such like that, and they can go out and they can bring back all these stories. And I'm just a guard. I'm just kind of working things out.
How about I bring you back a souvenir once we come back?
He kind of blinks rapidly, like, souvenir for me. Where are you
sweet.
going? Where are you going?
Ironside?
I mean, if you're gonna bring me, yeah, sure. I don't really care what it is. Just sure. No. For me? Are you sure?
Yes. Why wouldn't I be?
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's really nice. I'm taken aback. That's all. The guy kind of reaches over, like Timothy just kind of leans over, like, "Don't stop here. Yeah, you and your group need to move forward a little bit. Just yeah, I'll keep my eyes open for him too. But I appreciate it. Thank you."
Oh, sorry, I had to hang now.
We're fine.
I'll wave bye to you before I land.
As you're leaving, he's like,
Do I need to look for a souvenir?
bye. You didn't.
Alex!
Alex. Bye, Alex, and your giant flying. Hi, I'm
Minnie.
Minnie. His eyes like go wide, just like, I can talk. And then he jumps off and starts flying away.
You just made me think of the Shrek, like when the old lady's trying to sell donkey. I love to
can
talk.
talk.
I'm talking to the little boy.
He can talk! He can talk!
No, he can fly. He can fly. He can talk.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm a flying talking donkey.
God.
Yes. So she jumps off and starts flying. You guys begin making your way northward to Ironside Cliffs. Due to the fact that you guys are relatively strong folk, we don't have to go over all the little minor encounters of foraging and such like that. It does still take a little bit of time to get to it. A shuffle, if you're getting an actual good night's sleep, you can mark off your exhaustion back down to 0.
God, and I can get my luck points back.
Yes, so luck points, or spell slots, I mean, all those are back for you guys as you guys are making your way up to Ironside Cliffs, which, since, actually, for all of you, this is your first time there, I'm going to...
No.
But no, I'm saying out of character. You don't know what it looks like out of character. In character, two of you are like, we've been here before, we know this. Out of character, you've never heard the description of it. That's what I was referring
Okay.
to.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
How many
that's
days did it take us to get here?
takes like a week, doesn't it?
Approximately a week to 10 days, depending on your travel. Which,
Yeah,
if you're going
he
at fast
definitely
pace,
was.
yeah.
He was definitely trying to work on it. I don't know how much he was able to work on it.
I mean,
Not enough to get it fully corrected, but enough to get it, make sure that, it's assembled and not going to just fall apart on him.
Yeah.
Which was another big thing that was going to come up. But since you said you're working on it, it's held together with more than just hopes and dreams.
I'm sorry.
Shuffle's next goal is to invent something, and I know exactly what it's going to be.
DM it to me when you have the chance, so I can let you know what you would need to, if you are thinking about it, conceptualize for it. But for the description of Ironside Cliffs, as you are approaching it, the entirety of the area is essentially a multi-leveled plateau with a completely natural look to it, except for where you can see where it has clearly been carved into, with stairways that literally are built into the walls and entrances that look like it's literally just tunneling deep into it, with the height of some of them going up significantly high, probably a good 30-40 feet up minimum.
Oh my.
The ones at the lower section are a little bit higher. They're actually closer to about 70 feet, and they're big entrances. Granted, there's only 4 entrances for the bottom area, and those do have very large ironclad doors, obviously to help ward off invaders and the like of that nature. There are stairways next to each of those doors that you can go up, which lead to the second level, and then there's a third level above that. So this is a 3-tier thing on the outside alone. That's not even including everything below ground, which, for the two of you who know of it, this thing has an underground level, so it's essentially a 4-level city, not including the mines.
Question?
Yes?
Has Nostra ever been here before? Would
Nope.
she?
This is new to you.
Just want to make sure.
Yep.
And I suppose is there like a privilege thing as well to get to like the upper sections?
To get to these upper sections, it's more of just entering into those sections. The only places that are considered off limits are places that have actual, like, you go to a place like, hey, I'd like to get into here. Are you part of this, list? Are you part of this prestige? Do you have this ticket? Whatever it may be, then you can get into those specific areas. For example, there's a it's not a king. It is the current elected ruler of the underside of the city, which is essentially the equivalent of a dwarven lord, not a king. The dwarven king is more to the west, but he is a dwarven lord and he rules over the city. But he does have advisories of people ranging from Goliaths, humans, people of mountaineering backgrounds in nature, as well as a few elves who are more there to assist with magical means and magical nature. You had a question?
It's more for nobility, or just for people from here that you were describing?
In which regard?
In terms of entrance to the high level, I guess is what you were describing.
To the high level type stuff, that's more prestige. Dwarves have a long memory, and if you do something that is considered noteworthy or worthy, you have entrance to a certain number of things. A few people will be more willing to listen to you, but yeah, what?
Nah.
Can you hear me?
I got back and I hear Paris screaming. This is...
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no, not
First
the
internet.
nuts.
First internet has gone nuts. It has gone bonkers crazy.
Entering the city now, right?
You are approaching the city, yes.
Oh, okay, good. Wonder what mysteries and wonders await us. Can I have some predictions from the audience, please, while Paris is taking a break?
She's just trying to fix her internet. What are you saying?
Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. My internet just went completely down.
Uh-oh. You
Okay,
back?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey.
All that I heard out of that full thing was you have access to certain areas, and then it just went, and
Right.
everything went quiet.
You do not have access.
Yeah, you have access to certain areas, which are dependent upon who you speak with. They're not going to let you into everywhere, obviously. There are certain
Naturally,
areas that
not
are...
nobility.
You're not nobility, no. But your background does give you access to a few places that your name essentially will have a little bit more clout, just because of what you've done. And again, dwarves have a long memory, and they're more willing to listen to you because of that. But there are going to be a few areas where they're going to be like, probably not.
Alright.
So you approach it. There's like just a general check-in where they're just like, "All right, welcome to the grand city of Ironside Cliffs. Can we be of any assistance in directing you to where you need to go?"
I'm just saying, Imnostra put this guy's self up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
As soon as you were getting within eyes distance.
yeah, I shot of the cards.
Mhm.
I'll look over it whenever
Um,
this. Don't really have any idea where exactly to start from what he told us, so should we just pick a place and look that over?
I suppose so. I think we know this place
Well,
enough
there is,
on our own.
if you don't mind
I
my
could
saying so.
perhaps go to my guild to see if they know anything.
Where's your guild?
My guild.
Where?
You wouldn't. Would? Ah, okay. Would she know?
You're not telling her a name, so you can't give her that information.
Eh!
You're like,
No.
would she know? Me staring at you. You don't know because
No,
you
no, no.
haven't
He's
brought it
asking,
up.
would I have come? I would have tried to come with him. Would he have
Okay,
stopped me?
thank you.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is my guild secretive? So would
No.
the average person know?
They'd be able to know about the standard fare that they do. Not stuff that like you get into, for example, but
So
you're
standard.
so would they know would they know the name?
If you just mentioned it
Would
offhand,
they?
she would.
Okay.
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 Because at no point when we were doing the downtime stuff did you mention that she came with you. It made it sound like you had gone off, snuck off on your own. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that.
Actually, wait. That's a good question because I think you told me, but I might have forgotten that little detail. Actually, let me DM you that question.
Me or him?
Guru.
Okay. I just read the Twitch chat. I'm sorry.
I'm saying nothing. Probably.
I've lost my doge. I think she's behind me.
Is that correct? Okay. All right. In that case, you just be like the Rose Garden.
Ah, that's right. Well, we could start there if you want. Personally, if we're going to have to comb through every bit, I would like to start. Well, it's obvious where I would like to start. Out of character, you know she means home.
Okay, I'm like, does she mean home or is she going to look at somewhere specific? Okay, home. That makes more sense. All right.
She's gonna take the country roads.
God damn it!
All right. So, are you going to the guild first, or are you going to Alex's home first?
If he's insistent on going to the guild, he'll go to the guild.
I mean, he would only, he'd go to the guild in his own time, really. He doesn't mind popping around Alex's home, I suppose.
Alright, then home first, I suppose.
Okay.
I have more pull there, so I can get a bit more information more easily.
Oh, are we going? Are we in the city now?
You are in the city now, yes.
Oh, Alex, you know these parts, right?
Don't know specifically, but
Are we going to an inn or something, or?
We're headed to my part of this place, so technically yes.
Ooh, let's continue on then. I'm incredibly interested.
The worst part is I know she sounds sarcastic, but I think she is. But all I can imagine for some reason is I'm not sure. Like, you know how some people will take their shirt and they like rub their hands up and down with the fabric between us. For some reason, what I'm imagining. I don't know why. Yes, I will start walking there with this giant bat trailing me. I realize how much she still stands out.
She's in the cart at this point. She's like, as soon as she realizes she's going underground, she gets in the cart like, don't worry. Ooh. She's like, I gotta go so fast. She's very happy with the cart.
This arrangement.
Alright, so you're heading straight for your home?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Beeline.
Okay. So you guys head through. You have to go upwards to get towards the middle district, but there's a cart accessible wraparound essentially. Think of it basically like a stone highway, except you're going literally around the walls of the plateau to get there.
Right.
Unless you want to go, there's like a more zigzag path as well as an elevator. The elevator costs money though, especially if you're bringing a cart with a bat and people.
Yeah, I'll just take
Yeah, the elevator doesn't cost that much, considering they're obviously going to count for everyone. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 people, plus the bat, plus the horse, plus the cart, would equal about 70 gold.
Elevator is the quicker way, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just pay the 70 gold for it all.
Yeah, you pay 70 gold, I give you a thumbs up, start cranking
I'll
it
just give
all
him
up.
7 platinum, because that helps me a bit more with my bad math.
Yep, they're completely fine with that. They're just like, yep. A couple other people get on as well, and they just go and starts going on up. They started, but eventually they switched over to where they get a couple of mules to just start walking around in circles. Goes up really pretty fast. It only takes maybe 5-10 minutes to get up to the second level. Get up there, locks it in place. You guys can get off and start heading to one of the more housed districts, essentially, where it's adjacent to the brewery for obvious reasons. And eventually you're just kind of looking around and eventually kind of poking your head in. You feel someone bump up against you for a second. They're kind of like, I'm sorry.
Me?
You, yeah. Sorry. Move on past you.
It's fine. What do they look like?
A dwarf, just kind of messy hair, blonde, slightly shorter beard. And by that I mean it still comes down to a little bit above their mid chest. As they're walking away, they kind of look back at you as you both kind of lock eyes for a second. They look at you and then they immediately step their head forward, just like.
What?
Just keep walking.
Wait, hey.
Yep.
Do I recognize them?
Nope.
What the? Was that a suspicious look, or was this the what? What
It's
was
one of
that
those.
look?
It's more the look of someone who's like they lock eyes with you. Like, I don't want to look at other people. I'm sorry. Stay in my own lane. A couple seconds later, you see him just like kind of go off to the side of the road as you guys are continuing forward. Just like just gonna get out of traffic.
Does he look okay?
Yeah, he looks fine.
Can I check my coin first?
hmm
Am I missing anything?
You're missing your gold purse.
And I'm immediately bolting after him!
As you're turning to bolt after him, you see him being strangled by someone else. Like, it's not like the strangling of, like, I'm killing you. It's like them shaking you back and forth, like...
I'm gonna head over to them.
Can the rest of the people in the rest of the cart see this happening?
Yeah, you all see it. You just see
Not
this
just-
dwarf, like, just shaking him, just like... You can't understand what it's being said because it's all in Dwarvish, except for, of course...
Wait,
those
look,
who
I
speak
was just
Dwarvish. Yeah, except for the people who speak Dwarvish.
Oh.
Yep, go ahead.
Astra's gonna like go
Tenebris
over if
is-
she sees and,
Yeah.
to inspect a little bit.
I have already been
Tenebris is gonna-
towards them.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna go towards Alex and be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, Tenebris is gonna like. I guess would Tenebris be just like? Would he just look at Alex, just like, oh, did she just lose something?
She's not even answering. She hasn't stopped. She's walking to the man who's currently being strangled.
Amnostra's following. I bet 10 gold on the one who isn't being strangled.
Tenebris is gonna walk up as well to this dwarf guy.
As you're getting closer, Paris, you're hearing the one who's shaking just being like, I can't believe you, mother... She's going to kill you. Do you understand that? You are such a bullheaded buffoon. You... Say, yeah. Now we gotta say hi. Now we gotta interact with her.
Get over here!
He peeks out from behind the dude. You immediately recognize the second person as Einen.
You hold him. Give me my purse back, or I'm going to kick your ass.
Absolutely. Give me just a second. I'm not done with you yet. Just picking up the one in his hands. He's just holding his hands, just like, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. You. He's like, but I didn't do.
I'll gut you with an arrow.
Wait, at this point, can Amnostra and Tenebris understand what has happened? That Alex has had something stolen?
You can get an idea of it because she did say, give it back.
Okay, then Amnostra is gonna crouch in front of the dwarf who stole Alex's purse, whatever, and be like,
He's
Thank you.
being picked up by the other
Oh,
dwarf at the
okay.
moment. So yeah, he's not being on the ground. He's being shaken and held up. It's not like they're
yeah, but can she
fighting.
crouch to get in front of him, or like near him, either way, and like talk to him?
I mean, you don't have to crouch to do it, but if you want to crouch, you can.
Absolutely, she wants to demean him as much as possible in this moment.
Both of them are like
Crouch.
giving you side eye, just like, what the
I think you want to give that purse back to my friend now.
And he'll be doing that, but I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to murder him first.
Give me my money
Oh.
back before you fucking kill him, Einen.
First, then we can discuss. The sentencing.
Hunden, the purse. Fine. Reaches in and holds out the bag, just kind of not keeping eye contact with you, just holds it out, just like.
I will take the purse, snatch him from Einen's hands, and put him in a headlock.
Violence, and.
So, now,
Alex.
as older sister privilege,
I didn't know it was you.
she, like, tightens her grip on his throat.
Alex, don't
Yes?
dirty your hands with him. I can kill him for you if you'd like.
Oh, no. This is my brother. This is a pleasure.
Oh.
Speaking of which, hi, guys. This is, well, some of my younger siblings. This is Andon, and she like tightens her grip on his throat again.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
And that is Einan.
Pleasure. He gives a very formal, very just suave bow, lifts his eyes up to look at you, kind of squints, just like, no need to lower yourself on occasion of us, or of my brother. Kind of looks at Aiden, just like, or no, Andon. They both have A names.
That's the point.
Yeah.
As long as she gets her money back. And I'm not
Jaden,
back
Hayden, Braden.
She'll drop him eventually. They're twins. You can tell which one's the dumb one.
Einan's the one who was doing the strangling and was like, don't steal from her.
Yeah.
Yes. Andon is the one who is currently blonde. You know he's not blonde, but he's currently blonde. His nose is a little bit larger than normal. He doesn't look like himself.
He's gonna offer his hand to shake Einan's.
He holds it out and just quickly gives it a quick shake. Just gives a little nod.
You. Tenebris.
Pleasure to meet you, Tenebris. However you wish to be called. T.
He doesn't like Tenny.
He likes to be
Tenebris.
He likes to be called the Big T Man.
Alex is behind him, Nostro, doing like the hand over the throat.
I'll go with Tenebris for now, unless I'm given permission to do elsewise. Now, that being said, Alex, what are you doing back here? I thought you went off on some heroic excursion into the wild blue yonder.
I mean, technically I did, but I'm back.
Oh, okay. So, you home for cooking?
That sounds lovely, and fuck it, sure, fine, we got a mission, but come on, guys, we're getting food.
Yay.
Just don't let Gimian hear that you're back. Gimian's probably gonna make you taste test 15 types of things that he's been trying to work on. He's been really, holds out his pinky just like, high class recently.
What's the one that I found in Dad's wine storage?
Drunk off his ass and upside down? Yeah.
I said you.
No. That was Gimian. I was found in there cataloging. Which I believe I actually got a worse punishment because I was trying to figure out if I could sell cheaper ale for more.
Yeah, you deserve that.
I'm a businessman, sis. Come on.
You're a rogue.
Has a point. If he can get away with selling less for more. And it's in his trade.
Well, yes, I suppose stealing is not it's not stealing if you get away with it.
It's not stealing if the common masses just don't know better.
She just sighs.
It's their fault for not being educated.
She just sighs and keeps walking. Oh.
You get used to her eventually.
I've collected a menagerie of kids. Granted, I'm enjoying the company of Nostra and your beautiful laugh, but he tried to steal it from our father.
Well, it was within the family. Didn't really have to worry about that now, did I? I wasn't actually stealing. I was just checking the content. Obviously.
Guru.
Yes?
You said that, like, his hair looks blonde.
Andon's does.
And his
Aiden is
nose
talking.
looks...
Yeah.
Yeah, Andon's hair looks blonde and his nose looks larger than it.
You don't know
like...
that. So far as
you're
I
talking
said
to Alex.
her. Yes.
Oh.
She knows something.
Oh, okay.
She does not
She
mention
pretty
anything
much
to
is
you.
like, I left, he was not blonde back then.
Okay, right. For a second, I thought you were talking to me
No,
about
I was getting
that.
to
like,
her.
Okay.
I'll lift
Alright.
Andon, like, hair a bit. So, what'd you do to fuck up your hair like this? Were you trying to hide yourself so that you could take my stuff?
Oh, not your stuff specifically. Hold on a second. like grabs his nose, just kind of gives it a tweak, and just shoom, you see something vanish, and his beard goes down just a little bit above his belly button, same as Aiden's, and he actually looks more like your brother, essentially.
Oh, right. You do that illusionary shit.
Wiggles his fingers at you.
Nostra's gonna sweep, like, just, like, look around the area quick, just, like, see if there's anybody interesting, anybody who's not a dwarf.
Make him check.
Okay.
Anyone who is not a dwarf, please.
she's just peeping. Oh, that's, perception. It's an 11. No, wait. No, I got a 9. I got a 9 plus 5, which is 14.
14. Okay. Most of the people in this current district appear to be a scattering of entities. Most of them are dwarves. You see, just kind of off in the distance, you see a few other people, including some gnomes. One of them looks to be a deep gnome. One of them's a Goliath, who's just kind of chatting with another person as they're just kind of like, yep, just off in the distance as they're walking away. Just a scattering of average people on an average city street.
Gnome and a Goliath, you say? Chin hands.
Well, I didn't say
This
they were
Goliath.
talking to each other specifically, but they're
Yeah, I was just,
in
I
the
was making a
area.
little funny.
Hmm.
To attack Paris when she least expects it. Ooh. In her own house.
It's not in her house yet.
Remember, this, as far as I'm concerned, this entire city belongs to her, so.
I love
The
the not way of
queen.
thinking.
Alright, so they kind of motion, start leading you all on, just like, yeah, we're over here, come on.
I should be rocking as is.
So, Minnie! You just, all of a sudden you see Andon just kind of run over, just jump into the car, as Minnie's like, hey! Just wraps her arms around, just completely envelops him, he's like, eee! Big ol' hug.
Andon did.
Andon, yes.
Of course he did. Yeah, she's been missing you.
After a while, you see her just like, that tickles. As you see her like unfurling, he's just like scratching at her side. Just like, that tickles. She starts scratching at his head, just like, oh come on now, don't get the hair messed up. Stop tickling me. Hair.
Aw.
Turns around, sits down, just kind of leans back into her fluff, just like, ah.
You've been using her as a pillow for ages.
Not ages, just a while. She's a good member of the family, and a good upstanding member of the family too. Yeah.
Oh, actually, for the other 3. Despite saying younger brother, they are taller than Alex.
Oh. Okay.
She's short as fuck.
Taller they.
It's like, if you had to gauge it, anywhere between 3 to 5 inches taller.
Like 4 feet tall.
I'm 4'3", so that would make them like.
Oh, 4'7", 4 whatever. Okay.
Yep.
Damn,
These two
son.
are about just like maybe a tiny bit shorter than her. She's like 4'7". They're like 4'6", 4'7", give or take.
Okay.
So they're not like super short, but they're a little bit shorter than Alex.
Taller, you mean?
Taller? Are you 5'4", 5"?
She's 4'3".
Oh yeah, no, they're taller. My apologies. Wrong person. Yes, they are taller than her. So yeah, they're kind of just Aiden kind of just walking up next to the horse, just like giving it a once over and an inspection, just kind of like looking.
Quit
at it, just-
inspecting the horse.
What? I can't
It's
inspect
a
the
horse!
merchandise. I'm not looking it in the mouth. Come on,
It's
I've
not
got some
merchandise.
class.
It's an animal.
Yes, but it's pulling your cart. I gotta make sure it's in good shape. You never know when you need a swift getaway.
Fuck it.
I know
Go
you've got
ahead.
many. There's a difference.
No, you just want to see if everything has more worth so that you can sell it.
Not everything. Just most things.
Don't touch our horse. We need it.
In his defense, if he did somehow manage to take the horse and sell it, since I am his sister, he would find a better.
Obviously.
Right?
I think only of the best for our family. Thank you very much. Kind of gives you a wink. Just
Yeah.
Come
Move
on,
your
we're
ass
going
so
inside.
that I can see mom and dad.
We're here. Motions to the door.
Oh, thank God. Is the door closed?
Yeah.
She kicks it open. And walks in like this is completely normal behavior.
Oh, I wanted to kick the door in. Mom, Dad.
Hello?
We're not here yet, but I'm here.
Oh no. Oh no, I don't.
Walking down the steps is Gimion. He's wearing what appears to be a very fine mithril chain shirt. Fingers interlocked as he's got weaves of a red and gold, kind of like a half cape going over just one shoulder. As he just walks towards you, got a thick brass belt buckle, a couple of extra straps running down one of his arms. He just kind of walks forward, arms outstretched. Just,
You look like a rich whore.
to be fair, I've been working at only the most illustrious of establishments, and my cooking is only for the best. I have to look the part. Come here, I need a hug.
Whore. And she'll hug him.
He hugs you back.
This is another younger sibling. God, why do I collect the posh ones? This is Gimion, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, trust me, it's just him and Anan who are like this, I promise.
Great.
Oh, you jest too much.
Good to meet you, Gillen.
Why does
I
he
do
talk
as
like
well.
this?
Because I am dealing with people of, well, only the best. Are
You know how to
honest?
read?
I know how to read.
Do you know
Oh,
what I read?
just checking.
He holds that hand and offers it to you.
Nostra, disguise self is an illusionary spell only, right?
Yeah,
And
she
He
doesn't
looks at
like
him.
to touch, don't worry.
Tenebrous will take his hand and give it a firm shake.
He gives a firm shake back, kind of glances back at Nostra. Not one of those who appears to feel a need for touchy-feeliness. I can respect it, though I can also admit that it's interesting, to say the least. Also, Butters, you still here?
You might have fallen asleep. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Betty! Betty!
I think he might have.
he's passed on.
Passed on! What do we
He's
do?
gone back to the war.
We'll say
Butters.
he's hiding in the cart for the time being.
Okay.
Good boy.
Sleeping some more or working on his thingamabob.
Betty?
Butters?
Thought I heard him
Battery
snore.
Buttery goodness.
Butter.
He said he was like sleepy, like in
Mhm.
chat.
He
so-
did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let him take it.
Let him
That
get
being
the good-
said, I really shouldn't. He kind of grabs you by the back of the shoulder and gives you a shove to throw you off balance. Make a strength saving throw real quick.
Who?
Paris. Alex.
Hold up. Ah!
One second here. You're able to easily keep on your feet, and then all of a sudden you just feel thump up against your chest.
What the f-
As you see just a mass of hair just underneath, just poking out from between your chest. You feel very strong arms wrap around you and begin lifting you off the ground.
Ah! Can't hear you talk.
Hi, Alex! Hi!
Younger sister.
Yes, it is Avara.
I will pull her into a hug despite being off the fucking ground.
How many?
I have 8 siblings in total.
What?
Yeah, she's,
My parents were really freaky.
Wow.
So there are
Incredible.
what? 4 left?
I mean, most of them are gonna be.
Hmm.
Like she sees like 10 verses and just like, oh, she hides behind Alex, just peeks out slowly.
It's alright. It's alright. It's a friend.
Hi.
He waves and sort of wiggles his fingers.
She slowly
Nonchalantly.
slides more behind Alex, just.
Not like in a creepy. I mean, like
I know,
just
I
the
know.
kind of like.
I know what
She's
you
a
meant,
very
but
shy
she's very
person.
Okay,
shy.
right.
Yes. Yeah, she's
Okay.
clear that she's very shy. Like she's as tall as Alex, but she's trying to hide behind her, like scrunching herself down, just like pokes her head, just her eyes out, just very, very
like-
tiny fingertips
oh,
poking
my-
out, just waving.
You know how you like kind of move your arm back to where like it's like her arm is moved back behind Ivar's head and just kind of has her hand on top of her head.
Mhm.
They're friendly. It's okay. I promise. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And
Like,
so
shrinks down
she
more.
is
Whoa.
very vicious with that great axe.
You motion to
How do you-
a stand where there is a great axe on the wall. She doesn't have it on her at the moment, but she's
How do you spell your name, Ivara?
A-I-V-A-R-A? Why?
No why.
No. I said why.
He's-
Why is the question?
He's going
Well, that's not a
to
spell.
go to the nearest. He's going to go to the nearest table, and he's going to get like a small piece of parchment, and he's going to use his calligraphy supplies to just quickly draft up some like fancy
Aw.
schmancy like writing of her name.
Roll calligrapher's tools dexterity, just to see how well it looks. It's gonna look fancy regardless, but just see if you have any extra embellishment, essentially.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it looks really snazzy. You're like, this came out well.
I'm outdone myself.
Kind of turn it to her,
He's-
like her eyes kind of wide, and she's like, ooh, that's really nice. We could really use a hand like that. We could use a hand like that in our establishment. We only cater to the finest, and having a finest of handwriting would not be amiss.
No.
I could really use that kind of skill for other things.
No.
What? It's not
No.
like it would
no.
hurt
no.
anyone.
Older sister says no. End of discussion.
You're
No.
never any fun.
No, I'm not. Go
Bruce,
find
why
mom
don't
and
you-
dad.
Tenebris, why don't you write to me like that?
I don't relate to you at all. You always knew me.
Why won't you look at me during? I can't.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of, Alex,
Yes.
you needed branding, didn't you?
Branding.
All dwarven eyes look at her.
Ale.
Ah, yes, that's right.
like,
I did.
means it. Yeah. He points towards his calligraphy supplies.
I mean, if you were wanting to make a little,
If you are willing.
I'd be more than happy to let you go. What? Well, not right now. Obviously, I mean, you guys are my friends, and I still want to introduce you to the rest of the family, wherever the hell they are. Where is Mom? At the very least, Dad's probably off somewhere. I don't know.
Dad's doing his brewery stuff. It's actually Mom that's out at the moment. She's you didn't you hear?
No.
Shit, do we send the letter? I swear we sent the letter. We totally sent the letter, man. No, we just... So apparently you didn't get the letter. Cool, good to know. Should we tell her? I don't think we should tell her. We should totally tell her.
If you don't tell me, you'll become less of a man.
I'll have you know we are every bit as much of a man as we need to be. They both put their hands
Do I
on
need
hips
to
just
tell
like...
Ivara?
She's not very much.
They both like immediately offended. Just
Where's Mom?
she's with Dovir in the mountains
Why?
with his wife.
Don out of character, husband.
Husband,
I've
husband, wife.
mentioned this before.
I remember, but
I didn't put it in the notes. I forgot.
kind of important thing to have in the notes.
I thought you remembered.
I'm having to look back at them because I wasn't expecting to immediately jump into them. I thought we were going to the garden first.
My bad.
I
Oh.
reviewed it, but I forgot that it was his husband. Yes, husband.
Why?
Because he's a Goliath.
I know that.
No.
But why-
Don't you know it's the holidays? The Goliath
Oh.
celebrates specific holidays, and they invited Mom to come out and see him. Apparently, they're supposed to be making an entire owl bear buffet.
Are they still here, or are they somewhere?
No. They're somewhere else. They're
okay.
with his side of the family.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're making an owlbear buffet, and as much fun as we would like to have, we have to take care of the house and watch over our younger sister and make sure that Dad doesn't get into trouble again. Taste
Yeah.
testing my ass.
None of you can be watched. Ivar's the one who has the most responsibility.
Gimme kind of looks offended, just like, I am one who does not need to be watched at all. I am a responsible adult who is working at a high-class establishment with high-tier food and high-quality ale.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're a high quality man. Entertain my friends for a moment. I have to be right, and I literally have to be right back. So,
Where do you work?
I work at... Let me pull up here real quick. Let's see if she put that down. She helped me make this up. Where was it? I work at the Gold and Silvers. It's a tavern, essentially, but it's only for those who have the money with which to pay for the high-quality service that we offer. Would you like to see a brief demonstration?
Have any cats there?
We have some cats, yes. Why? What do you mean by cats? We just have cats.
Doesn't seem like it's a very fine establishment if it lacks cats.
Oh, obviously, we are a high establishment. Of course, the cats are groomed and made sure that they are well kept to be able to enter into the establishment, but we do have areas for various animals to be given a portion because we have certain people who are able to pay for the establishment who are more like Alex, who is currently talking to Minnie, as an example.
Establishment many times in the past minute, which really I don't have anything else to say about that, but I do think it's noteworthy.
okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Are there or is it just city, or are there like other species?
There are other
groups of, are there like ghettos or?
I wouldn't see why you'd want to. We can take you there sometime if you're willing to, pay us to be your guide. We're very safe.
She
Actually, we're the best
immediately
safe.
pulls him into a headlock.
We're the safest people to travel with. We swear.
You
We
will
swear.
not be turning a profit on my friends.
You want to bet? That's how we make a business.
She tightens
Bold
her
of you
lip.
to assume I'd hand you even a single copper.
Well, then you're gonna be screwed if you go there alone. You don't know the back alleyways like we do. You don't know where to look and where not to look. Where to jump, where not to jump. Ah, she's strangling us tighter. Look out, look out, look out. Look out, look out.
Say, Uncle!
Over!
If Nostra
Tight.
is like holding up a hand over her mouth as she laughs.
Make an athletics check, Paris.
Oh, this will be good.
Uh, yeah, this will be good. Let me see here. Einen is still caught up by you. He's too busy trying to fight it, whereas you all of a sudden feel something, and you're like, "Whoa!" Get off. Basically, you get off-centered from Anden, just popping his head out. You tighten it on Einen, who's just about to get off. He's also like,
Sneaky fucker!
"You'll never take me alive!" And he just dies behind a couch.
Oh.
What are the chances I
Oh.
can pick Aiden up and throw him?
Not good. You make it.
Okay,
I'd say
I'll
make a
drop it.
strength check with disadvantage.
I'll drop him.
I'm the reasonable one. Why did you choke me?
At 2 gold on the one hiding behind the couch. What about you, Tenebris?
Same.
Cool.
You see,
We're both in this together.
you see, Einen just kind of
I just
slowly
heard
glare at
Mom
you. Just what?
Scream. I motherfucker!
Must be playing a good game.
She's trying to hang up curtain.
The best kind of game. So
Found the dwarven mom.
now we have.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Alright, you two. Well, I trust more. Alright, you rats and lesser possum. I need you two to do me a favor.
Slowly peeks out from behind there.
She just said hi, and then I just hear, shut up, Harry. I've done nothing. Oh. Take them to find Dad. Bring Dad here. Make sure he's not drunk. I need to do something real quick, alright?
I make no promises on the drunk part, but sure. So, you guys
And-
coming with us? Motions to Tempest and
Alex will head out the house for a fast second.
Okay.
Done. You
Why
know
are
exactly
we
where she's going.
Why are we
If you-
going to the ghetto?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
are
We're
you
not going to the
talking to
ghetto.
me?
We're going to the brewery. That you don't have to pay us for. The brewery is pretty much, you can just go there, but unless you're working, you don't get to go in. We're basically just going to go wait for Daddy Dearest.
We're gonna have to DM Shuffle because I already know that he would put Queen on my shoulder as I go, and unfortunately I know I can't shoot her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get to that, no worries.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's time for a field trip.
Yep. Come on. Follow us. As the two of them go merrily skipping along the street. They're the happiest dwarves you've ever did see. So, how's Alex been, by the way? I mean, she's definitely gotten rougher since we last saw her, but you know.
Are they talking to us?
Yes. They're currently taking Imnostra and Tenebris with them as they're going to the brewery just to show you around the town, essentially. A little bit of it.
Imnostra turns to Tenebris and asks, did she kill a man while we were with her? Or was that someone else?
I mean, we have killed several people, but
Yeah,
and monsters.
we killed some cultists while we were on the Ocean Blue.
Did you now?
Hmm.
That is so her. I know, right? I mean, she can't keep herself out of some kind of trouble. Oh, that is just her to a T.
I lit them on fire, and then they got pushed into a big pit with an aboleth in it. And we won.
I heard the dice roll.
What are you rolling for?
If they know what an
Done.
aboleth is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Oh, what, motherfucker?
It's a big...
I just like, no. I'm just looking at you, just like, no. I know what it is. I've researched into various aberrations and such extensively. You got a natural 20. But did you at least bring back something as, proof?
You can't touch the skin.
We don't need proof, and also,
Really?
yes, I'm neither of us are going to go into the water to collect a sample.
But that can be sold to some people who make some really magical shit. Like,
If
there's
it-
some really magical shit that people look for in that.
If you touch it, the DM makes you roll a Constitution. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No breaking the fourth wall, Imnostra, otherwise
I'm
the
kidding,
DM
I'm
will
kidding.
have to shake the ground beneath you and drop you.
Nimnostra,
Sorry, it was a joke.
you do
I
know
know.
that if you touch it, you do get sick, because
Yeah,
you
'cause
were told that.
You
If-
were
but
told
yeah,
that.
you get sick, and don't ask me how I found that out. Because I didn't touch it, somebody else did, but I watched them suffer, and it was very funny. Never mind, it was not funny.
I
Remembering
didn't
who-
suffer. I succeeded. The god saved. No one got the disease. Thank God.
They both look at each other and
Nobody-
it's like, she's very indecisive. I know, I kind of like it.
Alright.
Also, just so you're aware, you are getting closer to the end of the hour. Just so you're aware of this guy's self.
I thought
I'm
you were
gonna
aiming
extend
at
the spell. Yeah, I'm gonna... Baby, we're doing this for up to 24 hours if we have to.
I think you can only double the time unless you're using a high. Actually, let me double check. Wait, where did I put my
I
difficult?
can double its duration, spending a sorcery point to a maximum of 24 hours.
Yes, but I think you can only double it the once when you cast it. Which, if you cast Disguise Self, is Disguise Self one that has a? No, it does not have a higher level casting. So, the highest amount of time for that would be around 2 hours.
Oh, cast it
she'll be
again.
back and she can hide you.
So
Yeah,
yes,
I'll cast it again.
Yeah, if you already used, just mark off your sorcery
Yeah.
points for it.
I got
And
7
you'll still have
now.
another hour. Yeah, you'll still have another hour then.
Oh, great, good, very nice.
Yeah, so you don't
Oh,
have to worry
no.
about it until the end of the second hour.
We get exposed. Hashtag exposed. Okay, while they're walking, I'm not just gonna peek around again to see
Hmm?
any like signs of the group, the squad that she's in.
Just looking around, you see more humanoid-esque people. Again, still ranging from Goliaths to dwarves, a couple deep gnomes, humans. At one point, you see an elf, but
Ooh, ooh.
they're currently in the midst of a conversation with a dwarf, and they're just kind of like talking to each other, like, "No, I swear, I beat you in that. No, you didn't. There's no way you could have beaten me in that. We'll go back and we'll go." As they're just kind of walking by.
Alright, so nobody really that interesting. Just people, just humans.
Mhm.
These
Well,
damn human likes.
Your
Foolish
human
humans.
likes.
All right.
So, what brings you to our neck of the woods, by the way? I mean, obviously, Alex has come home to say
Oh,
hello,
God.
but
God dang telemarketers.
was trying to pop in. But what brings you all to our neck of the woods? I mean, unless you're just traveling with her, in which case, you're traveling with Alex.
We're here on a mission.
Yes. we
You
have
see
a
them like
quest
put their
to
hands
do.
together slowly. Go on.
Yeah, you take it away, Tenebris. I don't feel like explaining right now.
Girl.
Hmm
I can't remember.
Would Tenebris?
Oh wait, actually, Nostra's gonna fucking.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, he wasn't.
You were there for it.
I was there for it.
Wait,
He
Nostra's.
would have kept it
I'm
in his
sorry.
mind. Yeah,
Hmm
as like an option. Yeah.
It has been a week since then, and if it's been a week since then and you don't remember it, did you take notes on it?
I hoped somebody else would.
Was not here, but I would have
Yes.
Nostra do something else, but I already said.
Okay.
Nostra wasn't there, so she doesn't know anything about it. She's been
Oh,
relying
she's
on...
still gonna talk about it though, even though she has no idea.
Oh, yeah,
she's
of
gonna
course.
bullshit.
Of course.
I mean,
Alright.
Alex filled her in, so.
Mhm.
Nostra's not gonna tell them any. Okay, so all right, back into roleplay. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Well, you see, level of this city, there's rumored to be a bunch of gold in it. But the base is guarded by a giant, scary octopus with 16 tentacles, right? And so our job is to go in, kill the octopus, dispatch any extra baddies. It's roll deception for that.
No, they don't believe you at all. They're like looking between each other, staring at you, just like, mm-hmm. As people of the city, we can promise you there is no octopus with 16 tentacles. Granted, there are some roctopi, but they only have 8 tentacles, not 16.
How can you be sure, though?
Oh, we've snuck around in all sorts of places. We've seen a lot.
What if there's a place you've missed?
It's possible, but a place that also has a vault of gold, that we'd have sniffed out pretty quick. And even if we didn't go there ourselves, we'd at least know where it is. Come on, what do you take us for? Amateurs? They probably take us for
Oh
amateurs.
no, I just
Don't
met
let
you
them think that
guys.
we're amateurs.
Anyway, Alex knows the details of the quest, so you can ask her when she's around.
She's not gonna tell us shit.
Then we're not gonna tell you anything either, because it's contracted.
Oh, so we
Big boss
so
would
we don't have to tell them
appreciate
anything? We don't have to tell them anything. Oh, interesting. We'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Indeed, yes. Good, good, good. Just don't shout anything. I'm not gonna shout anything. You totally would. Shut up. Anyways, moving on. They move in towards the brewery. It's a kind of a big factory place. It's got a very strong scent in the air. Surprisingly, most of the people there do look sober and on their feet. Although you do see a person off in the corner just with a big bottle, just like rolling it in their hand, just like testing the weight and heft of it. As another one's like looking at, like rubbing their hands together, like, that's good. That's good.
Dwarves.
No, it's again another smattering of different people, ranging from dwarves, humans, gnomes. There is 2 elves, but they're looking at more at the wine section, and the dwarves seem to be more away.
Of course they would.
Section. They're just like, yeah. We need to put this in the aging room. How long do you think we should age this for? I'd say another good century. A few decades at most. No, it's a few decades at least, a few centuries at most. We could probably age this until it was perfect. Yes.
Pretty interesting around. Just looks like workers.
Mostly workers.
Mostly.
There's a few people who look like they're higher ups, wearing much more fancy outfits. Essentially, it looks like like those white button-up shirts, but with the sleeves rolled up fully, in vests. As they're helping out, but they're definitely more of quote-unquote management versus the more just like tan colors and whatnot. They stand out because they're just white shirts. One of which, as you guys begin to approach, kind of he's got like a bottle in his hand and like a holster with like 3 more bottles holstered into him as he turns around, kind of looking at you, and he's just like, Aiden! What are you doing here? It's not supposed... Who are these people?
It's a human. Is this what
Dwarf.
is this?
This is a dwarf. Hey, Dad! These are friends of Alex.
Oh, so you're Alex's dad.
Oh.
Alex is back in the city.
Yeah, she's here. Hey, what's up?
He like slowly lifts up the drink to stare at it for a second, so it lowers it down. Looks back at it. I'm gonna need to get something stronger. You guys wait right here. I will be back in
3 minutes.
I can promise you it'll take a little bit more time than that.
Okay, we'll be here.
Good, good.
This.
Hold on. Sets down the bottle and just walks back inside as a few of the workers just kind of.
Express fucking instructions to make sure he was not drunk.
There he
And they're
goes.
just gonna let him go get more alcohol.
Wait, she gave us instructions to not let him
You
get
are
drunk.
brothers.
Twins, the brothers.
Oh,
Yep, and they're just like,
Oh.
they're nodding, just like, we understand. Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't you guys have a job to do? A specific request from Alex? I imagine if you don't live up to Alex's expectations, she'll get a little mad at you later.
Yeah, probably, sure. You should probably imagine she'd be quite cross with us. They're just like nodding.
She gonna headlock
prob-
you guys again?
it
Probably.
probably happens all the time.
Oh yeah,
Assume.
he's aware of what needs to go on. Just trust us when we say that. As much as she's blowing smoke through your ears, he's got his reasons. He's smart cookie.
I mean, if he's Alex's father, then he's probably smart. Anyways, can I buy things around here? I have a lot of money. I want to buy things.
I mean, what are you looking to buy? What are you buying?
I want to buy alcohol here. Is that a thing we can arrange?
Not directly from the brewery, but we know a few places that'll let you work with an intermediary who's willing to sell with you. Are you looking for something specific? Are you looking for something old and crispy? Are you looking for something young and not quite there yet? Are you looking for something wine tasting? Ugh, wine, it's so that's so Gimmian. I know it's so Gimmian.
Let's gimme and mean. Do I
Gimmian's
know
our
what I would?
brother.
Oh, okay.
This chef
I'm
that
sorry, I
came
forgot.
Shane
I forgot
met
his
you.
name.
You're fine.
Oopsie.
You just met him.
Oh, that's the one who looked like he was wearing a carpet, right?
Yeah. See, it's not just us. He looks like he's wearing a carpet. Thank you.
Like he's like a kid who works at a country club and pretends to be rich because he works there. Is the impression I got.
You see, someone understands.
He's just talking shit about him to his brothers. Oh no.
And they're just like, yeah, you see, someone understands. It's not just us. Alex, do you think Alex thinks she looks? I mean, Alex thinks that he looks like what would be the right word for it? She thinks that he looks weird too, but she doesn't say it because she's nice. She just puts
Too
him into
nice.
a headlock if he does something stupid. But unlike us, he tries to stay out of that because he's boring.
Works at like a country club or something.
He works at one of the finest establishments of, Static.
Oh, who's
Oh,
that?
sorry, that's me. That's probably me. Hang on.
You're fine.
Hang on. This fucking cord is rude as fuck.
He works with all the bougie people. I
Bourgeois
assume.
people, yes. The higher
Hmm,
up
am I better?
folk. Yep, better.
Okay.
No static so far. With all this, the high class people, like, oh my gosh, have you ever seen a wizard drunk? It's the funniest thing, but also the most terrifying.
Guru, not gonna lie, I was literally about to have him just say like it would be very funny to see that wizard drunk, like right before you said it. Like this Guru, we can't keep having the same thoughts.
To be
We
fair,
can't keep doing this.
yeah. Yeah, trust us. They get into some weird stuff over there. Especially since, once you're drunk, you kind of lose inhibition. And when you lose inhibition, you know what happens? You end up summoning an earth elemental that you forget to concentrate on because you try and cast another thing with concentration. The earth elemental almost destroys the establishment, and meanwhile, we're laughing in the background because we're just watching this thing go, I don't know why I'm here!
I've done that once or twice.
Really? You can summon earth elementals? I didn't know you could summon
Yes,
earth
definitely.
elementals. You're a magic user? Teach me your
Yeah.
secrets. All of a sudden, Andon's just like right next to you, just teach me your secrets.
I can't cast anything in here without blowing it up. It wouldn't be a good idea.
She likes fire.
Einan
have
just
a
immediately
special
moves over and
food.
puts his brother into a headlock. He's like, no, I need to know more. I need to know. He's like, no, shh. He's like trying to put him into a sleeper hold. He's struggling. He's like, no. No! They're flailing around, just being gooses. He's just like, I need to know the secrets of fire. I need to know the secrets of fire. Get me. And all of a sudden, you just hear.
What's the tavern called that your brother works at?
They both kind of pause and stare at you. Gold and silver, as as he told you, back at the house.
I forgot. Sorry, my bad.
All right, yeah, sure. I got you now. Well, he slips out from underneath. And he's like, "Boys, yep. Hi, Dad. Hi." Both like add attention to. Hi, hello. And he's got a much darker toned bottle. He's kind of just rolling in his hands slowly as he just puts it into his holster. We're heading back home. I suppose
So
you're
soon?
coming with us. Yes, so soon.
Yeah.
What do you mean so soon? You can barely see the sun out at the moment. He looks up and it's a complete stone ceiling. You can't see the sun at the moment.
Well, we just arrived, and I don't know where Alex has gone.
She'll be fine. Just come with us. Be able to make yourselves at home. Should still have some rooms available for you to drop your stuff off in. If you're wanting to look around the city, I'd recommend not having these two as a guide, but they're also the safest people to have as a guide. Just pay them. They won't leave you trapped if you make sure to do that. Come on, Dad, we're running a legitimate business. Of course you are, but just because you're running a legitimate business doesn't mean you can take people on wild rides if they don't pay you. That's exactly what that means. If they're not paying us, we can do whatever we want. He just shakes his head slowly as he starts walking back towards the house.
Tenebris just kind of looks at the was it the blonde-haired one that said
He's no longer blonde-haired. Andon is the one who said that, though. You can tell it's Andon because he has in his beard, part of it's pulled together into a little golden clasp, just a singular one that goes down before it, with plenty of beard behind it, but there's just a specific part that's just wrapped into a little clasp, so you can't recognize.
I kind of look at Andon just like, just kind of whispering under my breath like, could just explore the city on my own, really.
Whoa.
It's when oh my god, my phone actually reacts to my fucking mic. What the fuck?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I put my phone right next to my mic and the static started. Holy shit.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
You're
That's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
It's just, the Slender Man just passing by.
Obviously. Einan kind of just leans over to you. Good luck. Leans back away and just keeps walking.
What's happening? What's happening?
Tenebris was just like, maybe I should just try and explore the city on his own. And Einan was just like, good luck. As you guys are being led back towards the house.
Just moves to go off. Imnostra's gonna follow because she wants to be friends and hang out.
He's gonna go back to the house. So.
Okay then.
Yep. Alright. You get back to the house. He shows you the different rooms. He's like, just don't make a mess too much of any of them. Please clean it up once you've done. We can do it, obviously, but we prefer it if you are amongst our better house guests. We don't need another party. Slowly looks over at the twins who are just like, we're good. That was 20 years ago. Come on, don't hold this over our head forever. I have a very long memory. Shit.
Oh, we won't be holding any parties.
I should expect as much for your people. You don't have nearly as much time to be considered an adolescent and be foolish glances at the boys again, who are just kind of staring like, "Come on, really?"
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, as much as you may find Gimion to be abrasive at times, he does cook quite well. You'd be welcome to spend dinner with us if you're staying around. And be easy on Alex while she's here. She always tends to forget herself at times. Moves over to the kitchen. Gimion!
Where is Alex, by the way? I wish to speak with her.
She'll be back shortly. She's always back shortly, is what she says, but 10 minutes after you guys have returned, she does show up.
Alex.
Should I let them do it, Dawn?
No. You,
Okay.
you want me to describe you for them?
Go ahead.
She looks worn. Tired. Eyes are a little bit puffy. But beyond that, she looks fine otherwise.
Been crying? Was she crying? Would I notice that?
Fucking phone!
It has the appearance as though she had been crying at some point, but not within the last, 10 minutes.
Alex.
I'm gonna kind
Alex.
of inspect her to see, kind of guess where she might have been or what she might be doing.
I mean, no.
Is there a reason that you're looking at me so close, dude?
Alex.
Yes?
Who made you cry? I will kill them and feast upon their organs.
Her eyes look wide and her eyebrows raised, like, okay. No one made me cry, alright? I'm fine, don't worry about it.
Oh.
I don't believe you, but I'm
that
going
sucks
to
for
eat
you.
dinner now.
He's going to what?
Eat dinner now.
Alright. Ironically, the only one who knows is the one who's asleep.
Irony!
What'd you say?
I said irony! So he might actually not know if he's asleep in the cart.
I know he said he was chilling in the car. I don't know if
I
he
don't
was
know if he's
asleep.
awake
'Cause
or
that
not. Well,
He's
yep.
chilling.
What?
would... I heard butter!
Butters?
I'm awake.
You're here! We were asking about you earlier and you were just quiet. Are you okay?
I wasn't paying attention, sorry.
Huh?
But
I wasn't paying attention, sorry.
You're fine. We were like,
Ah.
Butters, where are you? Because
we
the
were
dwarves
da-
you stole from Alex were trying to get your attention. Then they're like, oh, you're probably hiding in the cart doing other stuff. Then
Alright, so wait. When was this? How far back?
a while.
I apologize.
almost an hour ago.
I didn't think
That's
I've
why
been
you
out of this
figured
for that
took a
long.
nap or something.
45 minutes to an hour. For 30 minutes to an hour
Dude,
ago,
all of a
basically.
sudden,
Yep.
my head got really hurt. Started hurting. So
We
Is
get
it
you,
okay?
man. You okay?
I'm fine.
No.
I
Alright,
feel better now.
That's good.
good.
Okay.
I'm glad you feel better.
So wait, Don, should we redact a bit on
No.
what he saw? Should I DM him?
Were you awake? Would Shuffle have been
I was-
awake?
Shuffle, yeah. This isn't. He's not having exhaustion right now, so yeah.
No. At one point after Imnostra and Tenebrous went with the twins, Alex had gone on her own somewhere else. We're basically just saying Shuffle stayed at the place, just making sure to try and look over his big magic stick a lot more. Would he have sent Queen with Alex?
If I was there, he would have done more than that. But I'm gonna say yes for now.
Yeah, if you were there, I'd say
I mean,
yes,
you
but
If it was the cart was outside the house, so we would have seen her leave.
if you wanted to follow her, I'll say you can. But that's up to you.
Yeah, he could try to stick to the shadows as best he can.
Uh,
I would have taken Minnie with me.
Do you want me to roll stealth? I'm
Roll
gonna try
stealth.
to stay a good. I'll try to stay a good 100 feet out at any given time.
just roll stealth.
Not good enough. There you go.
So he's in the shadows, hopping from shadow to shadow. You're too focused. too big of a thing, essentially. As you make your way deeper in, eventually you get to an area where there are stone plaques. You look at a few of them just in passing. You see where there's rows where it's like coming forward of like different splits and such like that. You know your way through it easy enough. Shuffle, you don't read Dwarfish, do you?
Fuck no.
Yeah, so you're just looking at it just like, it's a lot of words.
The
It has a
ones
feel.
that she's in front of are in common.
They're in common? Okay. She eventually moves to one plaque that has a lot of dwarven words on it, but has a few names that are written in common. And they are names from the way that they're laid out.
You want me to describe, or do you want?
Sure.
Go ahead.
One of them is like much larger than the one beside it, and you see the name Aster written across it. And on the smaller one, that looks honestly more just like a.
It's smaller.
Well, it looks like a gravestone, but it's like a really ornate one. Like someone took the time to painstakingly put various designs into it. And on that one is the name Rose. She just sits in front of it, has Minnie's head in her lap, and starts petting her. Minnie? I miss them.
She kind of just nuzzles into your stomach lightly.
She'll set her head on top of hers. First, she just puts her face entirely on the fluff on her neck.
Yep, she just kind of just reaches up gently to just kind of just rub against your knee. Just very gently, just.
She'll stay there for 30, 45 minutes. I'm trying to gauge how long it's been before she gets up and heads back to the house. And you don't even need to roll anything to tell that she was crying when she put her face in Minnie's neck.
Oh, you saw you. The crow was still on you at that point. He was just.
Oh, yeah, so then you would have heard. And she'll start walking back after 45 minutes to an hour.
Let's say 45 minutes at most.
She'd get to the house before her, probably. She'd get to the house before her, unless they're full dashing back to the house.
Obviously.
Sprint.
Even then, I still can keep up with Minnie.
Yeah, Minnie's just going slowly with
Or
it.
not fully.
She's not flying or walking, so yeah, you don't even need to sprint.
He doesn't know that. Yep, so Shuffle gets back to the house pretty quick. Then a little bit later, you've come back and Imnostra offered to eat the innards of whoever made you cry, as we have discussed. And we're right back to where we were.
So head into the kitchen.
Gideon is currently cooking up stuff. You can hear tink, 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 tink. He's moving pretty quick as he's making sure everything is cooked just right.
Well, I mean, I see you still haven't lost your touch.
Obviously not. I'm not the sort to just let my skills go to the wayside. Again, I work at the best of establishments. I'm one of the head chefs now. I bet you didn't know that.
She'll hug him. As much grief as I give you, I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Now, where the hell is the drunkard?
Right here. You turn around and he's just sitting at the table, just sitting there.
Question? So, Shuffle's like, at this point, constantly working on the gun, right? So does he just have, does he just have like does he have a sniper rifle out at the dinner table?
They would ask for all weapons to be put away. They're not gonna let
Alex
you
immediately sets sword on table.
He just keeps it on his lap and try to nonchalantly, like, subtly work on.
Just
no
let him
weapon.
tinker.
Yeah, you're trying to do that. It's just like no weapons at the table, no matter how intricate they are. Just put it away. We're eating, essentially.
Is he eating?
I mean, there's
They
food being
would've
prepared.
given you food.
Yeah, everyone's being gathered on the table for the first course. This is a
He'll slink
several
it
course
over his
meal.
back with a sigh.
Yep, he nods and reaches back and pulls out the bottle and kind of just slides it over to Alex.
I'll pick it up, look it over.
This is some good shit. This is some high quality alcohol. It's not wine, but it's some of your dad's older work from one of his older formulas that was just amongst his best.
Are you giving this to me?
I heard you were visiting. You've done a lot, and I wasn't able to make sure that you were given things you may need, and I'm sorry. I can't go back in time to change that, but I'm making amends where I can. Stop drinking as much, actually. It's what threw me off kilter in the first place, wasn't it?
She'll hug him.
I
I'm
can-
glad that you're making progress.
Believe me, I'm still drinking, but
Of
not.
course, because I can smell it on you.
I work in a brewery. You can't exactly tell me to stop drinking, and I'm a dwarf. It's what we live for. Just not enough to get even a dwarf with the esteem as myself to be near
Toasted.
blackout.
Toasted. Like when I found you on the roof. Singing Long Tom Sally.
Listen, that was a better time.
Ugh.
Food. First course is laid out, and it's still some very good smelling stuff. And you just hear Gideon just going through, starting up the second course. He's just like, "Brr, brr, brr. You better enjoy it. I've been working on this all day.
I've been working on a dish all day.
Do you expect me not to give the finest quality to my family? Please.
So what are they cooking?
They've got a wide assortment of foods ranging from bread bowls with a stew. It seems to be some kind of a pulled lamb with sliced and diced carrots and some sprinkling of some peas and such, with a thick broth. There's also just like a couple of pulled apart chickens with like the wings and breast and the legs just on different plates, so people can just reach in and just grab a couple handfuls of whatever they want. There are a few leafy greens that are included with it, but nearby there's breads and meats to help compensate for what, like if you're like, hey, you want to get a salad and you want to get like some thick creamy sauce to just pour all over it and just eat it like that, and then just shove a piece of meat in your mouth, go right for it.
Okay. Shuffle maybe will take, like, you said there's like it's like any actual bread.
Yes, there is bread.
He eats like 3 bites of bread, then through the rest of the meal just tries to start sneakily shoving some in his butt, like in his pockets.
Okay.
That's all he's gonna eat.
Okay.
My idea, Shuffle has the stomach size of a child.
You're just like, I mean, I don't need to eat all of this, and then there's another portion of meal put in front of you, and you're just like, oh, okay. Because
Don't overfeed him. He's gonna pop.
I'm not overfeeding him specifically. I'm feeding everyone.
You've seen him take maybe 4 bites of bread.
Jesus Christ.
He's got a very small stomach.
What? Oh my god.
That's a tiny tummy.
Yeah.
When he's going like full homeless kid and any food, like he just starts like trying his hardest to hide him shoving food in his pocket.
Yeah, no one mentions anything about it. If that's how you want to, save your food, they're not going to stop you. But they're also like, younger sister, shy as she is, just like at one point like grabs a big chunk of roast that one of the boys tries to grab, like slowly looks over it, just like stares at him. He's just like, "I'm good. I'll get the other half." you have a good. Drags it over, just
Tenebris is rather modest with his eating, but he eats a fair amount. Not a lot.
Disguise self still up.
it's coming to its
And
very
Master,
tail end at the end of it. Well, midway through the meal,
Yes.
actually.
sweetie, don't have to. She like gestures to her face.
Oh, really?
It's a safe place, I promise.
Okay, and okay, like out of the like mid bite, the spell just dissipates, and she says nothing.
And if you scream, I'll punch you.
What? Like half mouth, half full of food, or just like looks over, just like stares at her for a moment, grabs a loaf of bread, just shoves it in his mouth, and like,
Hey, what's wrong? What's
So he doesn't freak the fuck out because he is in love with illusion spells. I'm sure you noticed when he first popped up.
you know disguise self like me. That's so cool.
you can cast it for up to 24 hours.
His mouth just like you just see his mouth just like slowly drop, like
You have blown his mind officially.
Have banishment.
By the way, if you guys remember, Shuffle's now wearing a full tux.
Oh my god!
That's something I did before the downtime started.
Oh jeez.
you want to look good.
I love him.
He just becomes. Remember that he uses disguise self, says screw it, since people are using magic. He becomes that same like short haired, dark skinned looking human.
Mhm.
Think like the best I can describe it is all I can think of. He kind of looks like Kevin Hart.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
And it just like points to you, she's like, friends
Oh,
and
shit,
magic and
dog.
illusion.
You guys are gonna give my brother a heart attack from all of his little joys.
Yes. Ah, this is so exciting. He's just bouncing in his chairs. He grabs another piece of meat, just shoves it in his mouth. Just,
Alex,
I just,
can
go.
Alex can also use magic. You knew that, right?
ah, she doesn't do illusions. She thinks that they're cheap.
No, I don't.
You act
I
like
think
you
that
do.
your illusions are cheap.
My illusions are illusions, so you can't say they're cheap if she's using it, he's using it, and I'm using it.
She's using it for a good reason. He's using it for a good reason. You used it to sneak into my room.
One time.
that true?
Shuffle holds up his finger.
Yeah.
Disguise self will drop, and he'll hand you the whiteboard that says, "Can I do a magic trick?"
Go for it.
He'll like push his plate to the side a little bit, and I will do. I'm gonna do old reliable for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to not slam my hand on the table as hard,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll see. He just puts out a piece of paper that says, "If you can guess how I did it, you will get the pot."
All right.
Exactly how I did it is how it says.
Right.
And he just puts the bag open.
They
And just like,
they each toss in
Whatever's
a gold. The little sister's about to, and then the father's just like, no, just let him have his fun.
Go ahead and let her, Dad.
he'll put in a gold piece
No,
for her.
no, let her
Okay.
let her do it. Yeah. She tosses it in, just like, want to see what the Birdman can do. Like slinks like kind of behind her roast and like peeks up to watch, just like.
You just see him go. He like takes a deep breath in.
Mhm.
Fuck it. Fuck it, I'll keep 25. I was like, sure, why not? I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
Sounded.
Alright. So let me roll for everyone real quick.
What's the stat for seeing through it again? Insight?
Perception. Yep. Good to know.
I mean, I can see through it anyway, so there's no point.
Because of his subclass, you physically can't see magic going on when he's doing it, unless you have detect magic up.
Yeah, give me it. Also needs to roll. Nope. Okay. So you put your hand, you grab it, and you put your hand on the table, and you like slowly lift it up, like Everyone else like, ooh, as you look over, Andon just stares at you for a moment. His lips slowly curl into a smile, and let me actually roll something for him real quick. He's still pretty stealthy about it. Kind of just leans back, kind of stretches his arm, flicks his wrist, and a knife appears in his hand. And then he flicks it and the knife disappears. As he looks straight at you and winks at you.
Alright, bet. He takes out something else. How much gold does he make from that?
Oh no!
I'm showing that Shuffle showing he's more than just some fucking magic. Alright, I'm taking out. Do you remember his original trick he did, Guru?
Which one?
The golden cups.
Okay.
His golden cups trick is he puts a ball in a cup and starts spinning it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it starts as a simple cup trick.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's getting towards the evening. Still got a few, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours before sundown.
Nah, this has come personal.
Mm,
I can tell you, he's trying to get as high as possible. He doesn't like this guy. He doesn't like how he saw this trick.
It's not that he saw. It's not just that he saw the trick. It's that he knew the
Yeah.
way that it was done. He can do it.
Should I tell him, Don?
I mean, the fact that he can do it should be something that'll probably make his eyebrows raise at that. So we'll see.
Shuffle
So
doesn't. Do birds have eyebrows?
Kind of. It's more of like just an actual brow bone than eyebrows, but it can still technically move. Look like Sonic's eyebrows.
how does the trick work again? Just remind me.
He tries to fake slip up
Mm-hmm.
and make it obvious that it's one of the cups when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And in one cup is one bullet, and the other is not bullet, a ball,
Mhm.
and the other is around 30. That was never you never noticed was placed in there in the first place.
Right. When it's time to pick, Ivara is immediately like, oh, I know. And she's pointing at the one that you very obviously indicated that, yes, this is exactly the one that's in. Whereas, the others are, they're still watching as like, there's a trick to this. Gimian is just rolling his eyes in the background, just like, I'm not saying a word.
So he'll lift the one with nothing under it,
Mhm.
just with a smile and like
Aww.
back. He'll lift the one with 1. Then he'll lift the one with 30.
All of a sudden, she's like, what?
It's little red balls.
Huh?
Lifts the glass that had nothing in it, and he pulls out just like some kind of like flask or wall that was under it. All of this is actually a trick I saw done in real life. It was really good.
Ivar's just like wide-eyed, just. How did he do that? I don't know how he did that. That's so cool.
We'll do a subtle bow and put it all back in his briefcase.
Magic.
He pulls out a shotgun. He's like,
No weapons at the table.
you just kind of showing that I also made this. More of just like not taking it out to work on it, just I also made this and puts it back away.
He's like, as long as you're only showing it, we don't need that in her hands. Ooh, aww.
I know.
No.
It will
Dad's
go
right
in
on that
pocket
one.
dimension.
You
It
hear
just
you hear
disappears.
Andon just as you hear just a of Einan just like, oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh no, I'm just an idiot. Nothing.
How much gold did I just make?
2, 3, 4. An extra 4 gold essentially.
That's double what I have currently. Dope.
Yeah. Mostly because Andon was like, I'm not gonna out you, but I know how you did it.
Currently
He's fine with you
Shuffle
getting
has
your gold.
2 gold pieces to his name.
He's got money now.
Can you guess? Can you guess what it is, Butters?
Can you guess what it is?
But Andon is.
Can I?
No.
Can I tell him?
No.
Aw.
I don't
No metagaming.
care.
Stop that.
You
Stop. I
don't
know you're
care,
excited,
you
but stop.
That's
Yep, they're continuing to eat their food, and eventually, as they're all wrapping up, he kind of rubs his face, just like, "Kids, go take care of what you need to. I need to speak with Alex and her group. If that's all right."
Shuffle
fine.
holds up the thing that says, "Can I take out my gun now to work on it?"
You may now work on it. We're no longer eating.
All right, let's see how quickly he takes it back out. Pretty damn fast.
It's just, like all of a sudden, it was like on his back, and all of a sudden, just shoop into. It's basically like unequipping and re-equipping a weapon in a game. Just all of a sudden, just shunk in your hands. Like,
Screwdriver's already in my other hand.
the others, they take a moment. They just file out. See,
I will hug each of the ones that leaves.
they'll hug you back.
Smallest one of the red balls, which is just like a kind of foam ball when it's touched.
Thank you. So squishy. She walks out. Father leans forward after a moment. Alright, I know you weren't here being respectful. That is your main reason for being here, of course. What brings you back?
There's some shit apparently going down in Ironside Cliffs, and while we were at God's Finger, we were, let's say, commissioned to come and check it out and potentially deal with it.
I haven't heard of any goings on beyond the norm, unless you're talking about taking care of some of the crime that may go here and there, which, what city doesn't have it? Why not take care of that in God's Finger?
There's a potential cult here.
What?
There is a potential cult here. And apparently there are some dealings with, or there are some of them in here. I can't remember quite this cult. However, might have a few ambient, I think is what he said, in them.
You know what that is? Can I roll for it?
Religion check.
No, wait.
Ironically, I know what it is.
Wait, I know what it is because I've had background.
Oh, yeah,
checks
yeah,
on it, right, Guru?
You saw her up close and personal before she said bye.
Okay,
you've
so
seen
I
one.
know. Okay, I know what that is then. I know. Okay.
Yes, you are aware. The father's just kind of looking at you, just like,
Basically, it's the child of a fiend and a human.
all right, cool, good for them. And they decided on Ironside Cliffs, a mining city. Yes, it's got a lot of people here, but we don't have anything that would want.
The last time that we saw a cult, they were doing their business in an abandoned part of the mines at Red Coral Reef, I think is the name of the place.
Red Reef Cove.
Red Reef Cove.
I've heard of that place. We had to send them back a shipment of fish because they made some people sick.
Yeah. I think the cult has been doing with that as well. So they're
Wait.
either here to find abandoned mines, or they're
So-
spreading more of that disease.
I should hope
Out
not.
of character. Arthur did say to me that the cult was different, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So Tenebris would interject. Arvid said this was a different cult to the one that infested the fish.
So, points in their favor, but also we don't know what they're doing,
It's still
apparently.
a cult. However, is the problem.
Well, now that you know what we're here for, have you seen anything, or would you be able to point us in the direction of somebody who would know more about it? On the up in the town's happenings.
Our best bet to get information, unless, people have been telling you from the tavern instead, would probably be the twins.
Honestly, that'd be what I'd say too. They've got friends. That's the nice way of saying that they used to get into trouble a lot, and they actually were in jail a few times for things that they deserved. Let me rephrase that. Andon has been in jail a few times. Einan has not. He has been with his brother, though, so I don't believe that he was innocent. He just was smart enough not to get caught.
You want me to put the fear Moradin into him? It's written on the whiteboard.
Oh, no, don't worry.
As much fun as it would be to do so, Einan is too clever for his own good. If anything, his fear of Moradin keeps him in check. It's his brother who's the hothead who, for all I know, doesn't believe in anything beyond what he can do to get his next paycheck.
You shuffle right down. I mean, I would never hurt anyone in your family, but I haven't. If worse comes to worse, I've never met somebody that this thing couldn't put out at least 2 shots. And he looks to Paris for clarification on that. My mind's right? He's like, right?
She kind of makes yeah kind of expression.
If you're doing that to someone who deserves it, I understand. If it should so happen to be a member of this family, which I should hope not. But I can't prove or disprove anything now, can I?
Don't worry, he won't
Why are
shoot
they
any
getting
of the
sent to
siblings.
jail?
Oh, he was sent to jail because he apparently kind of glances to Alex, just like, I'd be more surprised that you didn't mention his exploits and the like, but then again, discussing the fact that he was found in the room of a human politician's bedchambers, not doing anything untoward, just in the room.
Well, we got caught. Ew.
Oh no, he intentionally got caught. Apparently he wanted to just be found naked on their bed sheets, just posing. I have no idea why. There was no reason for him to do that, but he allowed himself to be seen like that and allowed himself to be carted out. Perhaps
Well,
go ahead.
if the twins don't know anything or don't give us the information we want, we'll likely head to to hear what we can hear. Would you be able to give me directions to the gold and silver?
Sorry,
should be
Mom
able
came
to-
in.
No, you're fine.
What did I miss?
Gideon should be. Your brother Andon he wasn't caught so much as he let himself be taken away when he was found in the bedchambers of a politician, just completely naked, posing on his bed sheets. No idea why. No one knows why. Just he was in the room. They couldn't really punish him for too long because of the fact that he didn't steal anything. He couldn't have because he wasn't wearing anything.
Is this just coming out story?
Did the guards
No.
check his prison wallet?
They checked him thoroughly, and apparently, according to them, he had nothing on him.
What about in him?
Or in
That's
him.
what Please God, tell me that's the way he's saying I'm gay.
As far as you know, you have no idea what his orientation is. You have no idea.
Oh Jesus, that's perfect.
Question.
Hmm?
Has this city utilized black powder yet, or is it ripe for the taking
You don't
of
know.
being
Right.
nice and cheap?
You don't know.
He's asking this.
Oh, you're asking? Not fully. I know that there's a gentleman who's been working with some of that. He's more in the district of merchants, which is the lower district. You might be able to find him. I can give you the address he's on if you're looking for it.
Oh, please do.
Sorry, pulls out a piece of paper, just writes down the address, folds it up, and passes it to Shuffle.
Thanks, Dad.
It may not be the cheapest thing you'll find, but it's good for what it's worth and helpful, I suppose. I don't see any point in it myself, besides those powder junks.
Nostra pokes Shuffle with her elbow and is like, decide to go down there, bring me with you.
Huh?
Basically,
Shuffle's very confused.
Oh, because, wait. No, isn't he going to go down to the powder people? The people with the gunpowder?
She's basically saying, if you're going down there, take me with you.
Oh. He's because of the okay hand.
Dad,
Hmm?
question.
Yes.
You're good with explosives, aren't you?
No.
Or mining stuff?
No. I'm a brewer.
You're a
We are-
dwarf.
I'm a dwarf, yes, but that does not mean that I inherently know. I know things about rocks, yes, but I'm a brewer. Honey,
Well, you're
you're
smart.
not good with them. You're a brewer too. You took after my side of the family.
That's why I need Mom. Mom likes the boom boom. Ugh.
Phrasing.
No,
Oh.
no. I know what I said, and
I
I'm
know- I
not
know
taking
ex-
it back.
I'm aware
Perfect.
of what you said. What are
You have
doing?
8 kids. I'm allowed to say that regardless.
Well, if
9,
it
excuse me.
helps. I may be of assistance with explosives.
I
You
was
get
gonna ask.
past- I'm not
I
sure
was-
you get past a note, by the way.
What does the note say?
Parents are weird.
Parents.
I was gonna ask what this is, and I pull out the long stick with a fuse on it.
Yeah, your mother would know a lot more about that, I'd bet.
Guru, wait.
Hmm?
I know exactly how the fucking cannons fire. Wouldn't I know how that works?
How what she's holding up works?
Yeah, cannons use the same idea.
Yeah, they have the fuse. You would know. You light the
Yeah.
fuse to do it. So
That's why I know it's an explosive. I just don't know what it is.
Can I has? Shuffles, he's never. This is the first time you ever brought that out around Shuffle. So his eyes go, ooh. Just as soon as you pull it out.
She'll give him one of them.
So
Oh, no.
you now have one stick of dynamite.
Small, giant stick!
Dinamite!
Must be Italian. There. I cannot. Einen might know something about it.
Oh,
As
God.
much as I hate to admit it, but
I have to.
yeah, he is gonna hold it over your head, though. Don't forget that.
She puts her head on the table.
Yeah, he like pats your back slowly. Just yeah.
Where's the others? I know where Dovier is. I know he's back with his husband.
Dragol is still working on being town guard at the gate currently. Although, depending on which way you came from, you may have missed him. Owner is working. He actually has a bar now. He's got his own place. He's moved out. He comes by on the weekends, but he's still the same kind of well, you know how he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Baden is. Hold on a second. Walks out. Bum 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 bum.
What?
He goes back downstairs. Baden is not here, apparently. I was trying to see if I could wake him up from if he was in some kind of sleep-induced coma like he normally is. Apparently not.
Does that still work? Or has he gotten even for asleep?
I mean, to be fair, if he's anything the way he's been before, he has been hiding away elsewhere. For all I know, he fell asleep on the back seat of someone's cart and is halfway from here to the capital by now. But hopefully not. He's got too much of a taste for your brother's drink. But that being said,
That he fell down a well and is just asleep there.
I could see it. Hopefully not, but I could see it.
I mean, it's not like he'd break any bones.
He could, but he's hardy. He's got our.
I said it's really hard to break his bones.
I'm aware. He drank his milk when he was growing up. He winks at you, just I'm joking. That being said, you can talk to the twins. You can talk to the guard. If you're talking to the guard, obviously you can just ask for your brother. Dragol will probably be able to at least give you some more information if the cult's causing any kind of distress or discomfort. The twins will be able to give you more information regarding points to the stick in Shuffle's hand, that thing, or other things that you're wishing to look into. Just
the twins are probably our best bet because they're the ones who go around in places they shouldn't be.
Yeah, that indeed. That being said, just be careful. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have one area to look for myself.
Where are you going?
Not my business where you go. Just you take care of it. If you need a place to sleep, I have rooms for you. Just remember that.
No, I meant to search for.
I know what you were saying, and as I said, I don't need to know. I'm working at the brewery. I'm taking care of my things and my family. You are with my daughter, therefore if you need a room to stay, once you're done with what you're doing, my rooms are open to you, as I said before.
Stop being so rough.
Tenebris,
I was more
Tenny.
talking to the group rather than you specifically, but okay.
I apologize. I thought you were speaking to myself. I thought you were ignoring my
Really?
hospitality.
Tenebris.
Yes.
Let's go to the taverns.
The taverns.
I think she just wants to go shopping.
Let's club hop. I mean, you're looking for a place, right? So people in taverns talk a lot. Maybe you can.
I know where it is. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Can I come?
That pathway of finding things, Shuffle's gonna go, like, you know, Superman and whoever would go look for clues. I'm going the Red Hood version of just going beat the shit to find the information I need in dark alleyways.
That's why you go to the twins.
Yeah, that's why you go to the twins. But for this, before we're getting everyone away from this central hub area for you guys, I'd say that it's a good place to call the episode. Good place to wind down for a little bit. If you liked it, this has been a lot of fun for us, so please leave us a like and a comment if you're watching on YouTube. If you want to watch when we stream, we do stream on Twitch at WhatTeamComp, one word, and you can leave us a follow. If we eventually get affiliate, we can get a subscription button so you can know when we're starting our streams up and help support us. We're looking forward to bringing in more content. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with content. Leave us a comment if you want to let us know what we can do better, things that we can improve on, or if you just thought something was really cute or something was really that you enjoyed. By all means, let us know. We want to be able to continue to give you good content. And until next time, this has been What Team Comp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye.